Live from Lefevre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Touchdown Production, celebrating 12 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the Placer Hillman football. Tonight, in their annual cross-battle rivalry, the Placer Hillmen take on the Bear River Bruins. It's a key matchup in this PVL, and all of tonight's football action is coming up here right now on your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, the Placer Hillmen enjoy the home field advantage and the community support tonight here at Lefevre Stadium as they get set to play one of the biggest games of the year against the Bruins from Bear River. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. This is Marty Mortensen, joined tonight by our color commentary, Paul Brown. Directing your program in the Commander 2 is Gil Dominguez, and of course the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team has made this trip to Placer High School for our first Placer football telecast of the season. And Paul, I guess the big story of the evening is the forfeiture of 3 games by these Placer Hillmen.
That's right, Marty. In a ruling that was just handed down, the Hillmen must forfeit the last 3 games due to an apparent paperwork error for an incoming transfer students. And this includes 1 preseason contest, but also 2 league games in which the Hillmen scored over 40 points each game. In today's Auburn Journal, athletic director Mark Lee has taken full responsibility for the mistake, which was a clerical error, and the student was listed as a transfer student instead of a hardship transfer. So that was the snafu, Marty.
And, of course, this ruling is subject to appeal, and tonight we may see this young man in uniform playing for the Hillmen. So there's a good chance that upon further review, the CIF section may correct itself and realize no intentional violations occurred, and the Hillmen may be reinstated with their victories.
So you can just add this new wrinkle to the pressure cooker of tonight's game. And at the beginning of the week, the Placer Hillmen were 2-0, while Bear River was 1-2 in league play, and that was after their loss to Whitney last week. Now, on Friday, they find themselves 1 game over the Hillmen, who now move to 0-2.
So just a correction, Paul, there, the Bruins are 1-1.
That is correct, Marty.
Yeah,
yep,
they're 1 win, 1 loss in league play.
Sure enough.
So as the teams continue to warm up, we'll take a little bit of a pause here, and we'll return to take a look at the PVL and the DVL standings, and then get ready to kick off. I have to remind you that the special edition of Placer Hillman football on your NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by
Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers Enterprises and HBE Rentals, their goals are simple: provide quality rock and sand products, ready-mix concrete, construction services, and rental equipment to their customers in a courteous, timely, and professional manner, while providing safe, productive, stable jobs for their employees, thereby ensuring Hanson Brothers Enterprises will continue to be a contributor to our community. That's Hanson Brothers Enterprises, part of the fabric of Nevada County.
And the Hills Flat Lumber Company, the Pardini family, has created a beautiful new state-of-the-art facility in Grass Valley on Railroad Avenue, just across the freeway from their original Hills Flat location. This new retail area holds over 30,000 square feet of products that you'll need, and it's environmentally sensitive with a radiant floor and geothermal heating and cooling, and now has solar power. The Pardini family appreciates your support and invites you to experience their newest location. So shop where the pros shop at both Hills Flat in Colfax and the newest Hills Flat on Railroad Avenue in Grass Valley.
And by Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that's why he supports Nevada County football and the Bear River Bruins. Mike has assembled a winning local team for you in the insurance industry. So whether you work with Kathy, Karen, Bobby, Jennifer, Sarah, Nicole, or Amy, you know you're working with your friends and neighbors who really do care about your insurance needs and work hard every day to meet your expectations. That's Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wivholm is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consulting. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are the best friends you and your computer system have ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all of those hard-to-solve computer problems and when you first design your own system. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wivholm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports.
So, Marty, as we watch...
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to tune in next time and join Gil Dominguez and Rick Caravelli at McCory Gymnasium at Bear River as the Lady Bruins take on the Colfax Lady Falcons in Pioneer Valley League Volleyball. The season is winding down, and the Bruins need a victory to stay in the hunt for the playoff. It's the Lady Bruins versus the Lady Falcons in the PVL Volleyball. Just another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. And Paul, you were saying?
I was saying before that we're watching the Hillmen here come onto the field. And we'll watch them warm up as they always do, taking off from the goal line to their warm-up positions. It has been a very interesting week for the Hillmen, as we mentioned in the pregame. And I have to think, Marty, that this little clerical error is going to get straightened out, and the Hillmen will find themselves with their 2 league wins.
Well, that would be a very big plus for this team that has already come out and has got 2 victories already in league play. So they're kind of sitting on top with Whitney, but then all of a sudden this other situation turns up, and now they had to forfeit. But we'll talk more about that as the game goes on. And in the meantime, we'd like to tell you that this special edition of Placer Football is being underwritten this evening on the NorCal Game of the Week by
Seifert Physical Therapy. John Seifert knows the human body and has dedicated his entire professional life to learn how to make you whole again. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John brings decades of experience to every single case, whether it's in orthopedics, sports injuries, or rehabilitation after an accident or surgery. The staff at Seifert Physical Therapy is there to serve you and make you feel better. Seifert Physical Therapy, proud to donate their time as one of the sports trainers of the Bear River Bruin football program.
One gift certificate for lunch for 2.
And by Chan Moon and Kirschbaum OD. Doctors Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon, along with Stephanie Kirschbaum, are ready to offer you complete eye care in Grass Valley. Dr. Kirschbaum joins one of the most progressive optometrist offices in the county. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum offer your family complete and thorough eye examinations using Optomat technology. They carry a wide selection of frames for you, and they grind their own lenses. It's Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum on Sierra College Drive in Grass Valley, where they protect your most precious gift of sight.
And by Extremely Green. Saving the planet is everybody's responsibility, but recycling is just not enough. Well, it's easy for you to think Extremely Green in Grass Valley when you're thinking about recycling. You'll find a treasure chest of earth-friendly gifts and goods. They're located in the side of the big A-frame building on Main Street. Just in at Extremely Green is their new eco-friendly product, which is an earth-friendly sugarcane-based heating and cooking fuel for camping and emergency cooking and warming applications. It's a clean burning gel and only available to you at Extremely Green, specializing in products for earth-friendly living.
Top this truck in auto accessories. Chuck Cavros wants your truck to look its best with accessories from Top This. Chuck's ready to talk about the latest technologies and promises to deliver truck and auto attitude every day with his in-store displays featuring thousands of accessories from WeatherGuard, DZ, and Racket truck racks. Now that the weather will soon be wet and upon us, be sure to see their selection of chrome tool boxes, mirrors, and ski racks. So give your truck some attitude and get the service you want at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's favorite store. And by Touchdown Production, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television, this is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for voting us one of Nevada County's best for 2007 by readers of the Union newspaper. Be sure to tune in each and every week on our Foothill network of stations, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, Suddenlink Channel 16, Lake of the Pines, it's Channel 7, and of course, NCTV Channel 11 in Grass Valley. Well, Paul, the teams are on the field warming up. We're about ready to see an exciting football game tonight, and this is a must-win now for both teams if they want to stay in the hunt.
It sure is, Marty. Let's talk about the standings here. Here's the Pioneer Valley League standings, I believe. Here it is. So with the juggernaut Whitney continues to ramble on. There are 3 wins in league and 6-0 overall. They don't look like they're beatable, certainly after we seeing them last week beat Bear River. Then in league play, of course, we got Bear River at 1-1 we just talked about. But they've had a very good year overall at 4-2. El Dorado follows with the same 1-1 league and 3-3. Then Colfax having an unusually mediocre season, if you will.
Yeah, well, they started off with 2 tough teams, so
they really did. And then we have Lincoln, Mesa Verde, and then Placer down at the bottom with the circumstance that we spoke about. So this is the Placer, the Pioneer Valley League for this year, and tonight's game, as you can see, against Placer and Bear River will be an important one.
Certainly will. Let's go to the Delta Valley League. Here we've got Franklin and Nevada Union and Laguna Creek all on top so far with 1 win and no losses.
But look at that Nevada Union team.
Oh, yeah,
Marty.
they are 6-0 over the course of this early season so far. And they're playing Franklin tonight, so the winner of that game will be leading the pack. And Nevada Union's putting on quite a performance this year. And the following week, they'll be playing Laguna Creek, which is also 1-0, followed by Elk Grove, Valley, and Davis. That rounds out. They've got some pretty solid records up there, with the exception of Franklin, who's only 2-4 overall. They must have played some pretty tough competition so far this year, but they're leading, tied with Nevada Union and Laguna Creek at 1-0 with in the league standings.
So we'll keep a close eye on Nevada Union as they march on. Their 6-0 record. We'll see if they can keep that up, Marty. So let's talk about some of the individual players as we see the Placer team coming off of their warm-ups. Carrying the ball for Placer, the 2 outstanding backs. First we have Seth Parrish, number 21. We'll see him tonight. He's got 48 carries and 354 yards for the season. He's averaging about 60 yards a game, Marty. And then Matt Ross, who we saw he was outstanding as a junior, if you recall, last year.
Right, exactly.
And he was a very good pitcher on the baseball team. Well, now as a senior, he's that much stronger. And we'll see Matt Ross. He's got 43 carries this year for 185 yards, and he is the quarterback as well. So we'll be seeing him throw the football. And we'll talk about Bear River in a bit, just before they kick off.
And we'd like to tell you that this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week featuring Placer and Bear River in this league game is being underwritten this evening by
Neighborhood Ace Hardware. You're always close by your Neighborhood Ace Hardware, located right off of 49 at Luther. Mike Ryan and the gang have teamed up with the buying power of Ace Hardware to bring you the best in quality and selection with thousands of products for your home and business. Neighborhood Ace Hardware carries a large selection of fasteners as well as paint and plumbing supplies. It's all waiting for you at Neighborhood Ace Hardware, located right off of Highway 49 at Luther Road.
Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. The President's Award is given to an automotive dealership demonstrating excellence in sales, service, and parts. And for the 7th consecutive year, the winner has been Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. That says a lot about Magnuson's and the customers who shop there. And that also indicates why they are the biggest in the foothills, but still offer hometown service. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, proud sponsors of Colfax and Placer High School Athletics.
And by PeakSite.com. Peak Construction specializes in the construction of wireless communications and is happy to bring you the Placer Hillman football game tonight. Todd Peak hopes you enjoy tonight's telecast and is proud to donate his time as the president of Placer Junior Hillman Organization, and wants to congratulate all the players, parents, and coaches, and the team moms and dads and cheerleaders on a great season of the Junior Hillman football. To get more information on Junior Hillman, visit their website at junior.hillman.com.
And by Dr. Bill Kirby. Dr. Kirby wants to serve you on the Auburn City Council. Bill is a fiscal conservative who has been involved in budget decisions involving millions of dollars. He understands how to make the tough decisions and live within our means. Auburn needs to continue to ensure public safety and maintain public works, improving only as finances allow. Bill will work to bring more clean, high-paying jobs to our community, and of course, Dr. Kirby loves to donate his time as the team physician of the Placer Hillmen. More information on Dr. Bill Kirby can be found at kirbyforcouncil.com.
Well, Marty, we're
by Touchdown Productions, celebrate our 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight and all through this 2008 football season. And be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. Paul and I will select the most deserving Placer or Bear River player and we'll present them with the Game of the Week plaque. So stay tuned for the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by Combi Trophy and Awards.com coming up immediately after this Placer telecast. And Paul, you were saying?
I was saying it's time for us to take a look at the Bear River team now. There are two outstanding backs, Marty, as we've seen I guess, Bear River 3 different times here on the Game of the Week. Johnny Jewett, number 29, and we'll discuss this right after the national anthem. A great Placer Hillman band, Marty. They're the best band that we see pretty much all year here, and they come to this game in their plumed hats.
They got all the fight songs.
Mixed for a great ambiance here at a football game. There they are. So while we're enjoying the Placer band, let's take a look, Marty. We were talking about Bear River and their two excellent backs, Johnny Jewett, number 29, and Jason Varney, number 32. We'll see both of them tonight. Johnny Jewett has carried 75 times so far this year for 438 yards, and Jason Varney, who is the running juggernaut for Bear River, has carried 86 times for 687 yards and 14 touchdowns. So obviously a big part of this Bear River team. Looking at the two totals and the number of yards and points scored, I think we're going to see a very evenly matched game here. If I had to give the edge to either team, Marty, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, I'd have to give the edge maybe to the Hillmen only because they're on their home court.
And plus the fact that Bear River's got to shore up their secondary. That's what hurt them last week against Whitney. So
you're sure right.
Yeah, we're about ready to have the kickoff. Ball's placed at the 40-yard line, and doing the kicking will
Jason
be
Varney will
Jason
kick off
Varney
for Bear
back
River.
to receive.
Deep to receive
for
for Placer number 3, Dalton Dyer. And number 9, Blake Schaefer.
Dalton Dyer, number 3, and also looks like number 9, Blake Schaefer back to receive. So here's the kickoff. We're underway. It's a squibber. It's going to be taken up short. Fumbled around and dropped, but he looks like coming up and making the stop. He almost got away. Nice defensive play. And I think that was...
Dyer returns the kickoff
I couldn't
for Placer.
see the number of the player going off. Might have been 29 for the Bruins, Johnny Jewett making that tackle. Now it'll be 1st and 10 for Placer, as the ball will be placed on about the 27-yard line. There's a handoff. Trying to go over the right side for just short yardage.
It was like Seth Parrish, Marty.
Parrish,
And, you know, looking at the field, the size of the players for Hillman, number 75 on the right tackle is Griffin Quick. And they ran right over his number. This is one large human being on the right side here. He's going to be tough to deal with for the Bruins.
Okay, 2 backs in the back with 2 receivers out. There's that was almost a lateral, but it was thrown so hard by Matt Ross that it went through the receiver's hands and went out of bounds.
That was a quick out to the right to Dalton Dyer.
Let's see if they're going to, they're going to respot the ball. They're going to spot it as if it was a
forward pass.
a lateral, and they move it back 1 yard. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Now this is where Bear River's been getting burned a little bit in their secondary. So let's see if they've shorted up this week. Going back to pass. No pressure. Now he starts to run, and he's going to get knocked down on a good tackle.
That's Matt Ross breaking out of the pocket there, Marty. And you're right, there was no pressure. Bear River had a linebacker coming up, but was picked up nicely by the halfback in the backfield.
Well, what's one way of shoring up the secondary? Drop off 11 players and no pass rush, huh?
I guess that's one way to do it.
So Ross took off, and he was upended with just a short gain, so it'll bring up 4th down and about 7. High snap, and a ball was almost blocked in there by Bear River. And let's see if the ball's taken down the sideline, and good return. Was that Hitchman?
Number 1, David Hitchman
returning
with an excellent return on the right sideline, Marty. Boy, I don't recall seeing Hitchman taking any of the...
Showed some good speed going down that sideline, didn't he?
Very quick. Great acceleration. So Bear River will start on their own 29-yard line.
Oh, it looks like it's on the Placer.
On the Placer
29. Yep.
Right.
Okay, so they got good field position. There's a handoff over the right side. That looks like Varney, the ball carrier.
Brandon Valero carrying.
Well, that was Valero. Number 39. Boy, they're moving fast in and out of the huddle. They must have scripted the first few plays. Going back to pass, looking out into the flat. Caught. Moving forward, that is Barbic.
Garrett Barbic, we've seen him again and again this year, the favorite receiver on the Bear River roster.
Matthias.
He usually catches 3 to 5 balls a night.
Parrish.
Ball spotted on the 18-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Bear River. Matthias went all the way over to the sideline, got the play, and now they're going to have to hurry up here. Might be a pass play on 1st down, as it took a long time to get the play in. 2 receivers out to the right. Now they switch to the inside. That'll be a handoff over the right side, breaking it out, and he being brought down. That was Jewett.
Johnny Jewett had a shift inside, Marty, and both the wide receiver and the blocking back blocked down, trying to find some room on the outside for Jewett and the speed.
But he just couldn't turn that corner.
It was good for 4, but that was about it.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Two receivers out to the right. Now they break back into the same formation. Now in motion. And a handoff over the right side.
Flag down.
But a flag down was before the whistle, so it must have been illegal procedure on Bear River.
That was Jason Varney carrying the football over the right. He was following Jewett's block.
Yep.
Yeah, it was an illegal procedure. That'll back him up.
Well, Bear River had a lot of momentum going, taking the ball deep in Placer territory, but now they've run into a second down and about 12. There's a pitch back going over the left side. Got some room.
That's number 21, Cole White.
White, the ball carrier.
White is a not the largest runner on the
White,
field,
the
but certainly
carrier.
a power runner.
Milka.
Very good straight
tackle.
ahead. And picks up about 7 yards. Here's a replay here of Cole White. Right there, and you can see if he gets some blockers, he just goes straight ahead, keeps those legs churning. Excellent, excellent power halfback.
And there's a run over the left side. Got it down close to the first down. Let's see where they're going to spot it. Spotted about the 7-yard line when it'll be fourth down.
That was Cole White again.
He just bowls over everybody, man, as he just lowers his head.
Cole's mother was up here talking to us before the game, Marty, and she says that Cole gets everything from her. Father has nothing to do with it. Father, of course, Father was standing right there.
Well, yeah, now it's fourth. Big defensive stand here for Placer. If they can hold them, they shift.
Look for a quarterback sneak.
Now there's a quick handoff over the left side. Could go, and he ran into somebody. That was number 9. That was Blake Schaefer. Came up and really knocked down.
By Schaefer.
Blake Schaefer whacking him.
Who was the I didn't see who the ball carrier was. Okay, let's take a look at this.
I believe it was Varney here. Let's
now
see.
Watch this. He had a full head of steam.
Jason Varney, and watch him just run into a wall right here. Pow!
Oh, he took the worst of that.
You know, you don't see Jason Varney get hit like that very often.
There's a over the right side trying to take it into the end zone and can't make it. He got down to about the half-yard line. Good defensive stand in there by Placer. That'll bring up second down.
On the tackle along with Clem.
Bear River definitely winning the battle at the line of scrimmage right now, Marty.
Yeah, they are.
Offensive line is firing out, and they're quicker and they're stronger, at least at this point in the game.
There's a good shot of the crowd rooting on the defense. So Matthias will come up over the center. 3 backs in the backfield in T formation. Quick handoff over the left side. That'll go in for the touchdown, and that'll be, looks like Valero. The ball carrier goes over left tackle. Big hole opened up as they just moved him off the line of scrimmage, and he went in and was brought down probably after about 5 yards into the end zone. So good drive there by Bear River, all set up by that big return by Hitchman.
Right, the return set everything up and gave him great field position. And then Marty, they just played power football.
They did.
It was, the student body right and student body left. They used virtually every hole, and the offensive line is winning the contest. So that is the story on this
low
first
snap.
drive.
Here comes the kick. It's up, and it looks good, and it is. That was Varney getting the extra point in there. So right away, with 6:47 left to go in this first quarter,
Van Fossen with
Bear
the
River
extra point to
capitalizes on a good
7,
run back, good
Placer
field
nothing.
position to start their drive, and they go ahead by a score of 7-0. And Paul, it's kind of quieted this crowd down, didn't it?
It really has. The student body is on its feet next to the band, but there's not a lot of cheering going on. After going 3 and out in their first series, the Hillmen punted and giving Bear River that good field position, as you mentioned. So here's the touchdown. It's basically just over a left side handoff straight ahead. But look at how the line, Marty, is penetrated. The line is completely demolished, that defensive line. Yep.
That was a good lead block.
For the Bruins.
Bear River seldom runs out of that T formation. I mean, you don't see that very often. They might have put in some new wrinkles in this week for this game.
They may just have figured out that maybe they can play power football with Placer. Maybe they feel that they can get 3 or 4 or 5 yards per run. and they can just hold the football and like I said, play power ball.
Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a short squib kick. It's going to be taken and downing the ball right there at the 35-yard line. I guess they don't want any run back. Was that Albright?
I think that was Cody Albright. And, you know, he's coached to do that. They don't want him running the football.
No, exactly.
He reminds me of me. They used to say, Paul, if you get the ball, just fall
down. Well, they're going to start with good field position all the way out to their own 35-yard line. Well, they're going to spot it on the 36 now. It'll be 1st and 10 for Placer.
Let's see if Matt Ross can get something cooking. He and his outstanding running back, Dalton Dyer.
Brent Lentz now is flanked way out to the right. In motion is Dyer, and he gets knocked down with only maybe a yard gain.
Dyer carrying.
Placer in that single wing offense, Marty, which is a kind of a throwback offense, but we're seeing it more and more around the league.
So now that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Bear River with stacking that front line. Oh, there's a big break out to the outside. He could go. He's at the 30, and he's going to be. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. A good saving tackle in there. That was O'Donnell that knocked him out of bounds, but the ball carrier was Gosmer.
And Gosmer took advantage of some great deception there. And you'll see in the replay, Marty, watch this. Now you watch the handoff into the line, then Gosmer just catches that hole just off tackle, steps over one of his own players, and finds nothing but daylight down the sideline, heading for the barn. Gosmer just able to be knocked out of bounds.
That was a big play. That was a good saving tackle there by O'Donnell. That looked like 6 points.
It sure did.
So that brought the crowd to their feet. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Bear River Bruins 17-yard line, or 18-yard line. That was some good. That looked like some very good deceptive. Now they're going to they're going to step off.
Are they going to bring this whole thing back now? There's been no call on the field as of yet.
They're going to move it all the way back to the Bear River 40-yard line.
There must have been an infraction back here. Let's see. You know, I still don't see a flag on the field.
No, I don't either. And the referee hasn't mentioned anything. Let's see what he's going to.
He's over to the Placer sideline, and there has been no signal. Well, we're just going to assume that there was a...
Maybe he stepped out of bounds at the 40. No, that was just a towel. Huh. So it'd be nice to know what went on here, but
it is 1st and 10 at the Placer 40-yard line.
So Bear River has Placer now in their own territory at the 36.
Parrish carrying.
That was Seth Parrish carrying the ball off of the right tackle.
Kirarty made the tackle.
No, in the Auburn Journal, Marty, the Bear River coach mentioned that there are 4 excellent backs here at Placer. And Gosmer is one of them. A lot of weapons here in the backfield.
Quick hit, a big hole. He's going to go all the way. He's at the 20. See if he can stop him again. And does he make it in? Touchdown. The ball carrier was Jake Lopez, the senior. Man, he took that in. There was nobody over there. I don't know what happened to Bear River's deep secondary.
Again, great deception in the backfield, Marty, and we're talking about all these weapons that Placer has. And Lopez, like you said, second man through handoff, finds a huge opening down the right side. Marty, there was virtually nobody. The last player almost got him, but he scored.
That was
40 yards
O'Donnell
out.
again coming across the field, and there is the kick, and it is good. So that ties the score up at 7-7. So what looked like Bear River was in great command in this ball game, and then all of a sudden they can't stop the flow.
They can't stop the run on these Placer Hillmen. And, you know, the deception in the backfield, again, is what set up that play. Watch this as we'll see it on replay. Now watch, there's a wing T offense. Now watch, he fakes here, hides the ball, and second man through right there.
And there's nobody.
The whole line has been, just look at them. They got 2 guys down the ground there by 1 blocker, and he's just heading for the barn. Great speed. Bear River trying to cut him off here, taking an angle, but doesn't quite get there as he makes it to the cone. Yep, there it is.
Great run by Jake Lopez, the senior, who there was just nobody over there on the left side of the field for Bear River.
And boy, I'll tell you, Lopez got some great blocks there, as we saw in the replay. And he put on the burners, didn't he?
David Hitchman and Alex Loza.
But once again, O'Donnell came all the way on over from the right side. Let's see, there's the kick. It could go out of bounds, and it is. And Bear River will take it on their own 40, I believe, is where they bring it out to. Or the 35. Let's see where they set it up.
So Bear River would be smart to continue their power football play, holding the football. If Placer can eat up this many yards in so few plays, Bear River's going to have to strategize and try to hold on to that ball and burn as much time as they possibly can.
Like the way it looks is Bear River
in the first quarter.
Bear River is
Colfax 7, El Dorado nothing.
The defense is showing that they just want to put everybody up on the line of scrimmage, but once you get past the line of scrimmage, they're gone and nobody can catch them. Here comes Bear River. 2 backs in the backfield, handoff over now he's going to cut inside. He does. That is Varney. The ball carrier picks up about 4.
Varney, the ball carrier.
You see, if Varney and Jewett can pick up 3, 4, 5 yards at a pop and just keep wearing down that defensive line, there's no reason to do anything else. Why put the ball in the air?
So now there's a quick pass right over that nut is Barbic. He gets the first down. He was wide open. They're playing 10 yards off of him, Paul.
They were. Barbic is a sure-handed receiver too, Marty. I like watching him play. He's got a very good game. He not only does he catch the ball and makes some incredibly good catches, but seems to know what to do with it once he catches the football.
45.
Yeah, run for your life. That's what I did. All right, 1st and 10 on the Bear River 45-yard line. And a broken play looks like, and Matthias is taking it over the right side. And what happened was that the
ball carrier, tackled by
running back kind of slipped and fell down, and Matthias turned around to hand the ball off, and then nobody there, so he wisely just hit it to the right side, and he picked up 6 yards.
You know, Matthias has got good legs. We've seen it earlier in the season. He's got a very accurate arm. He's had his good days and his bad,
right?
But I think overall he's an above-average quarterback. But he also can be very effective by running.
All right, there's a pitch back coming up over the left side and breaks through. He looks like he's going to get the first down or very close to it. See where they spot the ball, and it will be a first down as the referee is standing right on the 45-yard line of Placer, and that should give him a first down.
Right,
and
the ball carrier.
They do. No, they're going to make it short. Sorry.
It's like maybe a foot short.
Yep.
So Bear River will try to punch over the first down here in their own territory now. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter, tied up at 7-7. Marty, we could see a lot of points tonight.
I think so. We still got 3:29 and counting here in this first quarter. Handoff over the right side. That is Varney again, and he puts a load on the defensive
Varney
back.
Carrying for the
That'll go for the first down.
First down.
Coming into the game is Weather. Hey, we've got another number 70 on, big number 70 on that front defensive line, and another Ballinger.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, we've seen a lot of those over the years, haven't we?
Yeah. I know this is name spelled a little bit different, but all right, there's a quick handoff over the left tackle slot. That goes for about 6.
Varney, the
it's
ball
like Varney
carrier.
Again, powering through the line. Again, Marty, they're getting 3, 4, 5 yards.
On the tackle at the 34.
Varney is tough to stop. He is a good deceptive runner, but when he gets low to the ground and keeps his legs going, it's hard to bring him down within a yard or two.
Once he gets into the secondary, he can break loose. That's that pitch back again, trying to cut it back up. And that looks like that's Cole White, the ball carrier, close to the first down, but Let's see where they spot it.
White, the ball carrier, tackled by
That'll be
Moeller.
about 2 yards short, so that'll
At
bring
the
up
30.
3rd down and short. McKenzie comes out. Coming in with the play as he gets it from the sideline is Matthias. Now going out far out to the right is Barbic. 2 backs in the backfield, handoff again. There's Varney. He'll get the 1st down and more as he continues to drive all the way on down to the 25-yard line of Placer.
Varney moving
Varney
that pile
carrying
forward
McNamara,
with his strength.
You just
and
can't bring him
Parrish
down.
on
He's just
the
really a
tackle
tough runner.
at
You know,
the
and he
25.
runs low to the ground. He runs a little bit bent over and in a power position. So even if he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, if he finds contact just as he's hitting the hole, he usually can fall forward and use his strength for 2 or 3 yards.
Well, here comes Matthias up the line of scrimmage. The pitch back, and it's going to go over the right, and he still continues to go. Well, look at that. He lowered his shoulder and got down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, Johnny Jewett showing what he can do, too.
Brought
Jason
down
Varney
by
is
Lopez
his
at the
teammate, and he
10.
followed him right through the hole that time. Jewett going over the between the guard and the tackle on the right side. And I think he did most of that himself, Marty.
Yeah, he did. He just lowered his shoulder and
Just kept going.
Kept going. Good block by Matthias. There's a handoff again. Trying to go there, and there's going to be a hold on Bear River, it looks like. That'll move the ball back.
It looked like in the backfield, number 24. Let's see if that's what the call is. It certainly looked like a
Jewett
hold from here.
carrying
You got it.
That's a
Lopez
killer.
and
Especially when they got all the way
on
down to the
tackle.
10-yard line, and now they'll have to move it back. That'll set up 1st down again.
So they'll march off 10 yards. And it will be now 1st and, well, it is 1st and goal from about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, right. So now there's a good shot of the Placer crowd. Beautiful night out here at Lefevre Stadium. There's a going deep.
They're going for Barbic.
And he almost got it as he came back across, defending on that play. Good defensive. That was number 4.
Matthias'
Looked
pass
like
incomplete.
Mike McNamara.
Barbic, the intended receiver. Blake Schaefer covering on the play for the
Schaefer
Hillmen.
also covering.
But he knew where they wanted to go. The ball was in the air before Barbic made his turn. And Barbic actually is very, very good at catching those kinds of passes.
As he came back. Should be 2nd now. There they fixed it. 2nd down and goal from out there at the 20-yard line. Going back to pass to Matthias again. Looking. They're going to set up a screen. They've got, a nice play. That was Seth Parrish.
Parrish.
He smelled that.
He did. A senior linebacker and running back came in there. And Marty, he knew there was a screenplay from the time that they broke the
Yeah,
huddle.
he never hesitated. He was right there.
At the 20.
And here's the replay. And if Parrish hadn't made this sure tackle,
that's right.
that would have gone a long way.
Look at
Watch.
that.
There's the block. And there's a missed block right there.
That was Robinson on the missed block, and if he could have taken him out, they had nothing but wide open field. Now they got 3 receivers out to the left. Shotgun formation. Matthias looking over the middle. Hit, and it's going to be intercepted.
The Hillmen.
And he's got some room.
That's Jordan Arnett. Jordan Arndt on the interception for Placer Hillman.
That ball was tipped. It was really thrown hard by.
You'd have to almost blame it on Matthias. He threw the bullet.
He threw it way too hard, and then off the hands, went up in the air. So a big defensive stand by the Hillmen with 10 seconds left to go in this first quarter. A lot of action.
And that's got to be disappointing for the Bear River Bruins, who mounted a very excellent drive that took about almost 4 minutes on the clock, Marty, and they come away scoreless.
So now it's 1st and 10. And there's no handoff. That'll end the first quarter. And that'll pick up about 6 yards on the carry.
Ross carrying.
That was Matt Ross. He never made the handoff. He was just following his back through here. Oh, here's the interception. And you can see how the ball was thrown so hard it went up in the air a long way.
Tied at 7.
You got to blame part of that on Matthias for throwing such a bullet. Good tackle there.
Oh, that was open field tackle. I didn't see who did that, but that was quite a, for an offensive player, that was a heck of a job. That looks like number 42 for Bear River.
So what a quarter here. We didn't, we saw a scoring. This went by in a heartbeat here, Marty. First quarter, there's your line score, 7-7. Bear River and Placer
for the 2008
in a fist fight.
Last man standing. Let's see what happens here as Placer takes advantage of that interception with Bear River driving. That penalty, that holding call really hurt the Bruins on that drive. They had first and goal, and then they had first and 20 and goal, so it was a little tough one. Force them into passing situation. That kind of takes them out of their game plan, Paul.
You know, Marty, though, the Bear River defense really hasn't figured this Placer offense out yet.
No, they haven't.
They're just not seeing which ball carriers got the football or holes are opening. Very deceptive. There's another one.
Look at that. He's got all the way on down. He cuts back in. And what? No, you can't stop.
No, they blew the whistle. They blew the whistle back.
Okay.
In fact, it looked like he wanted to stop.
And there's a penalty.
And now the Placer crowd is booing, but as he came through the hole, he paused, looked at the official.
Yeah.
There must have been a whistle early.
Okay, because I wonder why Bear River quit. And even the offensive line was standing around. I couldn't figure out what happened there.
Let's see if we can see it. I'll tell you, the Placer Hillmen are not happy about this. It was a premature whistle is what it looked like from here. And now, there's no flag on the field as we can see so far, Marty, and they're still caucusing out in the middle.
Well, there was a flag thrown, but Montoya is not real happy about this situation.
And Montoya's still out there.
Yeah. And the crowd's going crazy, and he's telling them to get off the field. And this could get out of control here in a hurry.
Well, you don't hardly blame him. He was wide open.
Yeah.
And the play,
hole opened up.
The play looked like it had just had gotten started, and they must have had an inadvertent whistle, perhaps, is what happened. We'll wait and see here.
Well, he's not going to win the argument, so he's going to have to. They'll take so much, and then all of a sudden they'll.
You know what? The Bear River defense stopped just as the running back stopped as well.
Right.
So was it going to be a long breakaway? Probably not, because the Bear River defense also heard the whistle and stopped their pursuit. So
if that wasn't where the play was, where the whistle was blown? I thought it was back.
Don't know now they're going to mark the football. And now the football is marked ahead of the marker. They should get a first down if it's actually spotted where it's shown on the field. And now the coach for Bear River is coming out.
Yeah, that's Zach Lowe going to come out and talk to his defense. And now they're going to tell him to move the. Boy, I don't understand this at all, because that's not where the play was blown. That's not where the play was blown dead. It was back farther.
But they're
going to give him a first down.
Yep, they're going to give the Hillmen the first down. So that's where the good news ends for the Hillmen here.
Right, exactly, because that was strange. I've never seen that before. Maybe what it was, I've seen this happen before, Paul, is that
please report to the press box.
I've seen this happen before, where the referee misses thought somebody else has a handoff, gets tackled, blows the whistle, and the guy's running around the other end with the ball. And I think that's probably what happened.
That could very well be what happened, because even my eye was following the first handoff.
Yeah.
And they're executing that fake so excellent. It is so deceptive.
Yeah, Matt Ross is really doing a good job out there handling that ball. But I bet that's what happened. Referee saw it and thought the play was dead, blew the whistle, and that stopped everybody. Because you go until you hear the whistle. There's a handoff, doesn't go anywhere over the right side.
And it looks like a fumble, Marty, and then
it is. I didn't see the fumble. I saw jumping up and down a couple of Bruins, but I thought maybe because they saved the tackle.
That's big number 72, Tyler Castor. Tyler Castor, we saw him with a big football game last week, coming in and ripping that ball out. Let's see if we can see the fumble. Here's Castor. You can see him at the top of the screen, and the ball right there, he reaches in. Oh, he reaches in and tears the ball out. And Castor falls on it. Heads up play.
Good.
So that penalty now results in a big call and a fumble.
There's a handoff over the left side. That's Jewett.
Jewett, the ball carrier.
Well, this has taken several twists here.
It has. This is a very interesting football game so far, Marty. 11 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second quarter here at Placer Stadium.
Barbic comes way out to the right. Two backs in the backfield. Rolling out and then handing it off. Looking for a block and couldn't get it. Good play in there by Jordan Arndt.
As Jason Barney carrying the football again, getting stretched out over the right side and not finding any room. Maybe getting a yard.
That'll bring up third down and about 6. Coming into the ball game is Brandon Valero. Going out is Varney. Oh, crowd calling for defense. Tight formation. There's a handoff to Valero trying to go there outside. There's going to be another hold again. He's going to get the first down or close to it, but there's going to be a hold right in the middle of the line. Let's see what they call.
Carrying.
Yes, that's what it was. I thought I saw that.
On the tackle.
Once again, great field position and good drive by the Bruins, and it will be negated by a holding call, which will bring up third down, Marty, and looks like now about maybe about 14.
Yeah, they're going to take the penalty, so third down will remain, and they'll move it right on out. Past they'll be marking on the 31-yard line of Placer. Another hold call. 2 holding calls have thwarted some 2 fine drives here by Bear River. So now they've got 3rd and 14. Shotgun formation is Matthias. 3 receivers out to the right. Uh-oh, bad snap. No rush, though. Looking, and he's caught it and got close to the first down. Barbic went up there, and you're not going to have a receiver around long until he keeps throwing the ball that high.
But I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful pass play.
Was.
And Matthias, gathering himself after the bad snap, picked the football up, looked downfield, looked at 2 receivers, and finally found Barbic and delivered a beautiful pass.
Well,
Marty.
A bad snap was what turned that ball game around last week with Whitney. And that there was another bad snap right there. So, but Matthias was able to pick up the ball. Now it's 4th down.
Big play.
Let's see, and a quick handoff going over the right side. I don't know if he made it or not. Let's see where they mark it.
There's a scrum down there, and I think he got enough penetration. It's going to be really close.
I don't know. I don't know if he made it.
The official's right on it. You can see where he's got it marked. I think he made it by maybe a foot.
Yeah, it looks like it now where that.
And they'll probably call for a measurement. It'll be
a measurement timeout called.
Boy, I'll tell you, Marty, looking at it now, I think they maybe made it by the length of the football. They'll bring the chains across the field and check it.
They tried to go on a quick count, but Placer was ready for him. And they had Placer was all bunched up at the line of scrimmage, and just Bear River just didn't have enough blockers to open up a hole. So let's see where they spot. This could be a big turnaround right here. They'll put it down.
I'm going to say they made it by a foot. Let's take a look. Here it is. They're going to keep us in suspense. They've got the chain, and they're going to say
they're short.
They're short.
Big defensive stand.
And guess what? The Placer fans are loving this. They're loving life after that fumble. The Placer defensive line holds, and Bear River coughs it up on downs.
Boy, after that big catch by Barbic, just a yard short, and then they can't pick up a yard. That's tough. All right, there's a pass going down deep. He got his man open. Oh, just tipped it. What a nice defensive play in there. That was like
John Talbot, number 42, coming over there and doing a great job. Who was streaking down the field there? That was number 9, Blake Schaefer for Placer. Boy, there was two.
That was a nice throw by
quick receivers.
John
That was a
Talbot
quick
breaking
defensive
up
back
the
and a quick
play
receiver.
for Bear
Watch this
River.
great pass by Matt Ross. He sets and throws, and this ball is beautifully delivered. But watch this right there.
Oh,
tips
just
it,
tipped it.
tips it.
That had 6 points written all over it, didn't it?
Sure did.
They crossed them up, good fakes into the line, and Ross had all night to throw that ball. But now there was a penalty on the play, so even if he would have caught it, it would have been come back. That takes it back now. Another 5-yard penalty.
It'll be first down over again here, 1st and 15.
So there's a quick handoff.
Handing off inside.
Look at good blocking.
And he's still running.
They're going to run him out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
That's Asher Gosmer again. I'll tell you what,
For the Hillmen.
Asher Gosmer is something to be reckoned with. This kid is fast. Let's take a look and see if I got some stats on him.
38-yard line.
He's the most impressive back. He's the most impressive back tonight. He's carried 30 times for 285 yards. He's had 5 touchdowns this year, so nothing new for him to carry the football, Marty. But boy, once he gets past that line of scrimmage, he makes some great moves.
He certainly does. So Ross comes up over center. There's a handoff, trying to make a sweep over the left side, trying to turn the corner, and he does, and then he gets bumped out of bounds by Hitchman. So he stepped out of bounds. So that's almost close to a first down, and it may be another first down. So they're picking up big chunks of yardage here.
Boy, that's an understatement, Marty. It seems like they either go nowhere or they're getting 15.
It's really strange. You look at the start of this game, and Placer went 3 and out, and didn't look like they had anything together. But now they
got Bear River's number.
Oh, they certainly have. So now coming into the ball game is Lentz. They may have to call a timeout, and they do.
And there will be a timeout by the Hillmen. 9 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter.
Montoya is out there on the talking to his team. There's Jake Lopez along with Lentz, 71.
You know what I'm impressed with here, Marty, is the balanced attack by the Hillmen. They've got backs, they've got Schaefer, they've got Parrish, they got Matt Ross, and they've got Asher Gosmer. Any one of them, great speed, and as good as any back you've seen in any of the high school teams so far this season.
And then great deception by Ross. I mean, he's got an arm on him too. No wonder he's one of the top pitchers in the PVL. After he threw that ball about 45 yards in the air, just tipped.
Ross is, he like Jim would say, he is a specimen. He's a really fine athlete. He's tall. He's rangy, he's quick.
So in motion is Lopez. Snap back, trying to turn the corner, and he does, and then picks up, still on his feet, gets a first down. Man, that was a great run.
Lopez is tough to catch. He stretched out the defense that time, waiting to find a hole. And then just about the time you think they had him corralled, made his move upfield with a darting, kind of a slashing run. So it looks like it'll be a first down. Oh, well, now we've got a penalty on, and we've got a hold now on Placer. And that, as with the groans of the crowd.
So now it's going to come all the way back 10 yards. So both teams making mistakes on offense.
Holding is killing both teams.
Yep. And it goes from the spot of the foul, so now you got to takes it all the way back. The ball spotted on the 36-yard line, They were up to into Bear River territory. Now it'll be first and about 23. Rolling out the pass is Ross. He's going to run, but then he's going to get stopped for a short gain of about 3 yards.
Ross carrying.
There was
made the
good coverage that time by Bear River. Ross had to take off. All of his receivers were covered. He looked at a couple of them and really saw nothing open. Ross likes to run anyway. If he doesn't see anything, he's going to take off.
Yep. Cameron Southworth comes in with the play. Second and about 21. There's a delayed handoff to now he breaks through. And now, oh man, what a good run there. Who was that?
It's like
25. That was Gosper again.
You know, Bear River's got to learn how to tackle.
Yeah, they're standing around,
and they're just not being aggressive, and they're just missing tackles.
Yep.
They're reaching out, but these backs are very deceptive.
Now it's third and short when they had first and about 23.
Now, Marty, watch the offensive and defensive line, too. The offensive line of Placer is firing out, and they are winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Watch.
Handoff, and it might be short. Let's see where they spot it. They're probably in 4-down territory. Their Bear River sideline is clapping like they didn't make it. Let's see where they spot it.
Castor made the tackle.
Tyler Castor on the tackle.
It looks like it's going to be short. They're going to go for it. They figure they can hold Bear River offense. So they're going for it. Fourth and about a half yard. Crowd calling for quick handoff. He's got it. He's still on his feet. That was Seth Parrish. Bowled over a couple of people in secondary. Had to come up and make the tackle for Bear River. First and 10.
Parrish showing Bear River that they too can play power football and just beat their way up the line of scrimmage, and puts his head down and gets about 5.
A quick handoff. No, now he fakes it going the other way, but Bear River smelled that, and coming up and making that play was
tackled by
Chad Clark. Chad waited and waited and waited for his opportunity to make that tackle.
That play just took a little bit too long to develop.
Quite a few raffle prizes that can be won tonight, and they will be won.
There's big number 77 for Bear River. That's Robbie Burr in the middle.
Big pass rush, fumbled, and he's going to swing to the outside, cuts back, still on his feet. Ross doing all kinds of masterful running ability and bad tackling by Bear River.
Missing tackle after tackle. Bear River had every opportunity. And now, Ross is a very deceptive runner, but I think their tackling skills tonight are just off.
At the 26-yard line.
Timeout is called by Bear River. They're going to regroup here. This is their second timeout. 5:32 left to go in the first half. Now they're decided, no, they're not taking a timeout. Nope, now they're going to call a timeout. They're pointing over to the sideline. Now they're saying,
I believe they are going to end up taking it. Yes, they are going to take a timeout. The coach comes onto the field.
Zach Logue, what are you telling? It's a little late in the season to be arm tackling, don't you think?
I think he's going to talk to them about, you see, what's happening is there's so much deception in the backfield, Marty, that they're looking around and they're trying to figure out who's got the football. Matt Ross is doing a wonderful job of deception with these first, second, and then third handoffs a lot of times. A lot of times there's also cross blocks going on. They've been pulling a guard, and it's a cross buck play where the back actually comes across the field.
Varsity football
I think the linebackers are looking to figure out who's got the football.
Yeah, right.
Family sitting from Filmworks.
So they'll come out of their
from Sierra
timeout.
Dental Care. You can win a $25 gift certificate from Island.
So even though,
Burgers
Marty, the score is tied 7-7,
$25
this first half, I think it's been a Placer half.
It certainly has. They spread out the formation this time. And let's
first man through.
And that's going to be close to another first down.
Seth Parrish brought down
Parrish
by
again, the
David
ball carrier.
Hitchman
I'm having a tough time
at the
following the play.
15-yard line.
You've really got to watch Matt Ross.
Yeah.
You've got to see exactly. He hides the ball. He shows an open hand a lot of times for his fake, and then he brings the ball back in. This is, I'm told by Gil Dominguez in the truck, this is only the second season that Coach Montoya put the wing T in, and this team is executing it beautifully.
Now there was another discussion by the referee.
So they're having the continued discussion here.
Let's see what the referee. Now they got a.
It's a penalty against Bear River. It would be illegal procedure, it appears. And that will be a first down
on
for the
15.
Hillmen.
They're going to spot it at the 11-yard line. So Placer's got a chance to take this one in here to.
Oh, there's a miss handoff there. Matt Ross ends up taking it himself.
You're right. And he maybe picked up a couple yards. Looks like they've got a pretty good kicker for Placer. That he's got a strong leg, and I would, if Bear River can hold him, they can probably go for field goals without any having any problem down this deep in Bear River territory.
So let's see if this deceptiveness works down here in the red zone. They're inside now. They're on the 6-yard line. Ross
and trying to sweep. They got it. Oh, look at that. He's going to take it in. Touchdown. I don't see any.
There it is.
No flags. Boy, the Bear River's just standing around.
They certainly don't show any energy on defense, that's for sure.
I mean, he just took that handoff, went over the left side, and he had a couple of blockers, but the right side of the Bear River line was just standing there. Then watch him go on by. So now, with 4:26 left to go in this ball game, Placer's got a chance to go up by 7.
To attempt the extra point.
So that missed opportunity on 4th and a half yard turns into a touchdown for snap up, good, strong leg. That is number 10. That's the Cameron Southward, the kicker. And for a junior, he's got a very strong leg.
Popped that right through there.
Soccer-style kicker.
So the Hillmen, the stronger team on the field right now, is rewarded with 7 points here with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the half. And if I'm the coach of Bear River, I'm thinking to myself, we got to shore up our defense at halftime.
Boy, no kidding. They're struggling out there, not knowing where the ball is. So the momentum has shifted. Here's a replay, Paul.
Okay, the replay, and it's going to go right down the line here. And you can see him string out the defense right there. An excellent block that he cuts right off of. But now that defender's got to come up and make that tackle.
Right.
He lays back.
Jewett and Hitchman.
So Jewett and Hitchman back to receive the kickoff from Southward. He's got a strong leg. Let's see what he does this time with it. And he kicks it deep to Hitchman. Going to try to take it up, and he cuts to the outside. And he gets it up to about the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Bear River.
Good return by Hitchman. Hitchman took that ball almost on his end zone, right on the goal line, and found a little bit of room.
Let's see if the Bear River offense can do anything here, as they've been kind of stuttering. They're picking up big yardage, but not being able to take it into the end zone.
Well, 4 minutes and 17 seconds left. Let's see if they decide to put it in the air, or if they're going to stick with their game plan.
Well, Bear River can't afford to give it back to. They got over to good pass play over to Jewett.
That looked like Garrett Barbic out there.
That was Barbic. I'm sorry, number 3.
And you know that was beautifully done. Barbic working that outside and stopping the clock, catching the pass for about 12 yards.
And now Bear River up to the line of scrimmage. There's a pitch back. And going for about 5 yards on the carry, maybe 6.
Jewett, the ball carrier,
Jewett,
tackled
the ball
by
carrier.
Seth Parrish.
Parrish in on the tackle.
Jewett getting about 8 yards.
Oh yeah, no, they're close to 7, so he'll puts him in good position for second down. But Bear River the clock is their worst enemy right now. They only have 1 timeout left.
Matthias bringing the play in from the sideline.
Tight formation. There's a pitch back again. And carrying it for the first down or close to it. It looks like they got it. That is Valero. And that's Jewett again. I'm sorry.
Tackled.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to move the chains.
By
So the clock will
Slade
stop momentarily while they do move the
at
chains.
the 49.
Got it set up. Coming in now is Nolan Lewis. Lewis has got a good pair of hands. Going out is Cole White.
Spread formation.
Going back to pass. Looking. Throws it long. And does he have his man? Oh, right in his hands and couldn't hold on to it. That was Barbic.
Wow.
Oh, he had his man. No, was that Barbic? Yes,
That
it
was
was.
Barbic. Sure it was. And the ball landed
Right in
it
his
was
hand.
beautifully thrown right over his shoulder. You know, Marty, it might have just nicked the helmet of the defender. Let's see. I don't know that Barbic actually had it in his hands. Look at this ball, though. Perfect spiral thrown perfectly, and it lands. Now watch it. Does it nick the helmet?
Oh no, it hit it right in. It hit Barbic right in the face mask.
Hit him right in the whole face-a-roo.
Oh man.
Holy cow.
That ball is thrown about 45 yards, 50 yards in the air.
Perfectly, too.
Right on the money. All right, it's second down and 10. There's a pitch back to White. White cutting away.
Room.
Oh, he bowls over, still running, still going all on his own, holding on to the ball and gets all the way down to the 24-yard line. And there's a player hurt on the field.
They're going to call timeout. Cole White, the human bowling ball, goes over the right-hand side and then runs over a couple of the Hillmen. Now, there is a man down on the field.
I couldn't see who it was. Number 8 for that is Jake Lopez.
Now,
let's see what happened to him.
Now, watch
here.
this. Now, he cuts. You can see White as he takes it up, and he goes right through them. Now, watch him run right past these guys.
Oh,
Bam!
that's okay. That's what happened. White just bowled right over him. He put his head down, and that was
a tough tackle there. Lopez is up now.
Boy, he got his bell rung. He went down to make that tackle and was just hammered.
They're taking him off the field. That's number 8.
Jake Lopez.
We've been seeing him carry the football, Marty. Don't miss him. They're holding his arm.
Yeah. Or his shoulder, because Cole White, he just punishes the tacklers when they come in after him. So now it's first.
Here's a replay again. Now watch him make this hit. Right here, bang. He was in good position to make the tackle.
Yeah.
He just White had a head of steam.
So it'll be second down.
White, the ball carrier. Mike Gray on the tackle.
Bear River, Marty has an opportunity here to score before the half.
2:15 left to go. Matthias in with the play. Let's see, they got 2 backs in the backfield. He's rolling out to his left. Got a man wide open. That is Varney. He takes it all the way on down, out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Jason Varney showing that he can also be a receiver. That was a nicely conceived play, Marty. Varney going through the line and then cutting out towards the flats. And Matthias rolling out finds it, just a little flip pass over the top.
They're working on Lopez on the sideline. Here we go. Pitch back, looking for a hole and driving on down to about the 3-yard line. Once again, that is Johnny Jewett, the ball carrier, 1:45 left.
The tackle at the 4.
Following the block of big number 75, Garrett Davis, 6'2", junior, 263. He'll be 263 pounds. He'll be here next year. Quick handoff, and he gets down to about the 1. Good defensive stop by the whole right side of the Placer line. That was
Barney.
The ball carrier.
And once those linebackers hit him, they folded him backwards, Marty.
Jake Turney was the defensive tackle that stopped that play. Clock continues to run. The ball is on the 1-yard line, 3rd down. Another big stand, and a timeout's going to be called by Placer.
Coach is going out in the field. He didn't like to see something. This is 2-down territory, obviously. They got 58 seconds on the clock. Bear River has 1 timeout left. So Coach Montoya will go out and have words. As will the Bear River sideline. You'd have to think that they're going to go with their bread and butter. It'll be Johnny Jewett over the left side. They seem to be having more success left.
No.
There's Lopez, and they're looking him over.
His left shoulder.
And
that's looks like Dr. Kirby down there. It is. Checking him out.
And Lopez looks like he's shaking it off. He's not going to the locker room. They're going to let him pad back up, it looks like. Yeah, they got smiles. They look like they're going to put him back in. Tough kid.
So 3rd and goal. Quick handoff over the left side. He doesn't get it. Bear River only has 1 timeout left. Now they've got...
Stopped short of the goal line.
Let's see where they spot it. Still down to 1.
So this is the play of the ball game so far, Marty. 40 seconds, 39-38 is ticking down. Bear River needs a yard. Let's see if they can get it.
They got it.
They
into
got
the end zone. That ball carrier was...
just like Jewett.
No, that was Varney. Jason Varney over the right guard position, and they got a good block.
Run for Bear River.
They sent everybody to the left, and Varney went right on that quick handoff in for the 6 points, and that Bear River's got a chance to tie this up with 28 seconds left to go in the half. It was a very exciting ball game tonight, Paul.
This is one of the best ball games we've seen in a while, Marty.
Yep.
And this is a
high snap. The ball's up and kicked, and it is good.
Ooh.
So
14-14. Barring anything exciting here on the kickoff, that will probably be our halftime score with 28 seconds left. And just about the time that we're talking about the Bear River defense, we have to say the same thing about the Hillmen here. It was a valid effort on the line of scrimmage, but they weren't able to stop Bear River with 4 minutes to play. Bear River went in and made their score. There's the touchdown.
And he took it in over the right side. I didn't see who gave him that lead block, but
now was that Angus that got that? Or
no, that was Varney, 32.
Sure enough. Varney, the workhorse for Bear River, gets the high fives from his teammates.
The Bear River crowd on the sideline. Good crowd from Bear River tonight.
Now, as I understand it, it's been a number of years since Bear River has won this game. I don't have the stats. I was reading that in the Auburn Journal, that it's been a number of years. I think they cited 6 years since Bear River.
I thought for sure that they...
Maybe it's at home.
Yeah, it might be played here. I don't know.
Marty will kick off for the Bruins.
But I know last year
Schaefer and
the
Dyer
Hillmen struggled
for the
last
Hillmen.
year, so that's why maybe. Well, that was played at Bear River, so maybe they're talking about home here at Lefevre Stadium. That could be, Paul. You could be right there. But going back to line up the kick is Jason Varney. Let's see if Bear River can hold on this kickoff. It's going to be taken short. It's going to be taken in there by McNamara, and they hand it off. Oh, good.
Mike
They
McNamara,
faked the handoff, and
to the 42
McNamara
for
covered it
Placer.
all the way down. He got it out to about the 43-yard line.
Foley, please report
So
to
with
the
22 seconds left,
players' bench.
let's see if Matt Ross puts
Coach
it in the air.
Foley,
That
report
we
to
know
the
that they've
players'
got a
bench.
good field goal kicker.
Yeah, they could pick up. They've got two timeouts left, I think, for the Hillmen. It's going back to pass.
There's Ross. He wants to
Run
run.
it. He's got some room. And falling down was one of the defenders, but they ran him out of bounds with 11 seconds left. Picked up the first
Ross, the
down.
ball carrier, went out
Boy,
of
when
bounds
Ross gets
by
out there
John
and he's got those
Talbot.
long legs, he
Bruin
in kind of a
43.
high knee running style. He's pretty tough.
Yeah, and he stops the ball. I mean, he stops the clock by spiking the ball, and now he'll come over to the sideline to talk to Coach Montoya and get a play call. He's got a good arm. He can throw that ball in the end zone, and Bear River's not putting any kind of rush on.
We already saw him just miss Dalton Dyer earlier. Here's Zach Logue talking to his defense.
Going back, looking, throws it out, got a man. And that is
Schaefer on the
Schaefer, the
reception
ball
from
carrier. And that
Ross.
should, well, they got 1 second left.
O'Donnell
But
and
that's just
White
to move the
made
chains here.
tackle.
As soon as
then
they
set it down, now they're going to call a timeout, so they'll get one more play. Heads up call in there by Coach Montoya.
It certainly was. Coach Montoya was on the ball here. They didn't get out of bounds. So here's the reception, and he tries to get out of bounds, and this doesn't. So that was Schaefer. Schaefer catching the ball, a good receiver. But Coach Montoya, seeing that they needed to stop the clock to move the chains, takes the timeout here as last.
They're going to try a field goal, and this would be spotted at the 39-yard line. I mean, a 49-yard kick.
Wow, we haven't seen this in a long time, Marty. Not in high school. If this is successful, this would really be something. Let's see if he's got the leg. This is number 10, Cameron Southward.
High snap, put down, up. Boy, that's off to the right, it looks like. Yeah, boy, he had the distance.
He sure did. He had
Man,
plenty of leg under
He
it.
got a strong leg, doesn't he? I was watching him down here during warm-ups, and he was kicking that ball 50 yards. And, boy, that time, that just went a little bit right. What a nice
kick he left.
That sure was. Wow, what an exciting first half. 14-14, your halftime score. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thanks for joining us. This has been, both of these teams have put on a fine performance here tonight.
They've both put on a fine offensive performance.
Right.
Both of them able to move the ball both on the ground and in the air. And the second half would be something to really look forward to.
Ladies and gentlemen, students
Well, we got to
and
catch our
fans,
breath here, Paul,
for
as
your
we look at
halftime
the line
entertainment,
score,
please
14
welcome
to
the Golden
14,
Hillman
and it's
Marching Band, dance team, and cheerleaders.
just one fine ball game. Keeping
Golden
the
Hillman
fans
Marching
on the edge
Band
of their
is under
seat
the field
tonight.
direction of
Yeah, a
drum
lot of
major
smiles,
Kristen
and like you
Ciotto.
said, big crowd here
The
tonight.
Hillmen will start tonight's show
An
with
excellent band, by the way,
by
the
Maynard
Placer
Ferguson.
band.
Please direct your attention to the
in
field.
all their regalia
Sit
will
back
about go
and
on the
relax
field.
as the Latin
All right,
rhythms take you
I'd
away.
like to tell you here at halftime that this special edition of Placer Football on your NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by
Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Koufax is ready to help you beautify your outdoor world. At Hanson Brothers Colfax, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, retaining walls, and stepping stones. Now just added at Hanson Brothers Colfax is HBE Rentals. HBE is a full-service rental facility just like the one in Grass Valley. Hanson Brothers in Colfax has everything for outdoors and landscaping, and combined with HBE Rentals, they are proud to be a part of the Colfax community. That's the Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. The Pardini family is proud to be your neighbors in Grass Valley and in Colfax by teaming up with the Do It Best products. Hills Flat Lumber Company carries the selection you want with the buying power of a large retailer. Now both their Colfax and Grass Valley stores are solar powered. Hills Flat can generate up to 175 kilowatts of power every day, making their stores state-of-the-art facilities that make shopping for your lumber and hardware needs a real pleasure. So shop with a pro shop. You'll find, and you'll be sure to find everything you need at Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and Grass Valley.
And by our good friend Mike Bratton and Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. At Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance, they've got you covered. As a State Farm agent, Mike and his team are devoted to your peace of mind with a variety of policies for your home, auto, life, health, and retirement. They share a common goal and strive every day to earn your trust. So when the need arises for any type of insurance, Mike Bratton will be there to get you covered and protect all of the things that you love. That's Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wivholm is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consulting. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are the best friends you and your computer system have ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all of those hard-to-solve computer problems and when you first design your system. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wivholm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports.
So, Marty, let's enjoy.
And by Touchdown Productions, we're going to enjoy this 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to tune in next time and join Gil Dominguez and Rick Caravelli at Carvelli, that's what I said, didn't I? McCrory Gymnasium as the Lady Bruins take on the Colfax Lady Falcons in the PVL volleyball action. The season is winding down, and the Bruins need a victory to stay in the hunt for the playoffs. It's the Lady Bruins versus the Lady Falcons in PVL volleyball. Just another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. As you were saying, Paul.
And you know, if they keep putting that Touchdown Productions icon up late, I'm going to keep saying that. But the best band, I think, in the PVL, certainly, this Placer band. Puts on a great performance for the crowd here. And one of the few bands that actually come out in full regalia, plumes and uniforms.
And do a halftime routine, which you don't see very often in high school. No. It used to be a big thing when I was going, but now you go to most high school football games, you get the cheerleaders, but the bands just don't have the uniforms like this, and they don't have the routines, and they're out in the center of the field forming all kinds of different letters and playing the music. It's really high class.
It is, and you know, look, the program's got 65 kids out there, and this takes as much time as being a football player.
Oh, yeah.
I always wanted to be in the band, actually. I played on the football team, but I was a mean piccolo player.
Oh. Yeah, I bet. I played the French horn in junior high school, but then when I went to high school and they said, well, we sure need a French horn player in the marching band. I said, what kind of band? And they said, the marching band. And I said, no, thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would have been proud to play in this band.
Yeah, they do a good job here.
So let's take a moment and watch the routine by the cheerleaders of the Placer Hillmen.
Nice job. There's your Placer Hillman cheerleaders out doing their routine. All right, we'd like to tell you that this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week featuring Placer High School football is being underwritten this evening by
Seifert Physical Therapy. John Seifert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in
Ladies and
manual
gentlemen,
therapy,
please welcome
John
the
knows
Placer
how to
High
help your
School
body
dance
repair
team.
itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether you require
The
rehabilitation,
dancers are coached
after an
by Miss
accident,
Marcia
surgery, or
McKenzie.
suffered a
Team
sports
captains
injury,
are
the
Kaylee
staff at
Eckhart
Seifert
and
Physical
Morgan
Therapy is there
Corcoran.
to serve you
The dance
and
team
ready
will
to make you
perform
feel
to
well
Give Me Some
again.
Lovin' by the
They
Spencer
accept
Davis
most
Group.
insurance policies and are conveniently located near the Nevada County Fairgrounds. That's Seifert Physical Therapy, proud to donate their time as the physical trainers for the Bear River Bruins football program.
Chan Moon, Kirschbaum, and OD. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum have specialized in family vision care for 27 years. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum offer thorough eye exams for your entire family. If a year has gone by since your last eye exam, it's time to get your vision checked and your prescription updated. Chan Moon and Kirschbaum offer a wide selection of frames and lenses as well as special contacts for astigmatism. Just another example of how Jerry, Lisa, and Stephanie are looking after your health of your most precious gift of sight.
And by Extremely Green, Christine and Mike Hoxie have created the first all-green, earth-friendly gifts and goods store located in the big A-frame house on Main Street. Extremely Green carries an array of solar gadgets and earth-friendly products that you can use every day, like their reusable bags, their canvas totes, and their organic cotton gift bags. Extremely Green is also a retail and wholesale distributor for environmentally responsible commercial and home use products. The website has everyday products like candles and homemade soaps, so you can be a good steward of Mother Earth. That's Extremely Green, specializing in products for an earth-friendly living.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Top This is the only truck accessory store in the foothills with a selection of technology designed for your car or truck. Chuck Cabros and his staff specialize in customer service and offer accessories from all the top manufacturers. Top This has a showroom full of displays featuring thousands of parts from weather guard, DZ, and racket truck racks, along with a selection of utility boxes and ski racks. So make your truck an extension of your personality at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's favorite store. Then by Touchdown Production, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight, and be sure to join us November 1st for the 5th annual Day of Giving telethon on NCTV. It's time to join your favorite nonprofit organization in Nevada County as they present their programs. You have the opportunity to make pledges and have a fun day watching many local friends and neighbors. It's the 5th annual Day of Giving telethon for NCTV Channel 11 from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Touchdown Productions will be there, and so should you. That's the Day of Giving. Oh, there they formed out on the field, Paul. PHS with the band and the cheerleaders, and
That's really cool.
That is a nice job.
Very good job, and they sound good too.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
nice
the
job
Placer
by
High School
the
cheerleaders
Placer
dance team
High School
Golden
band and
Hillman
cheerleaders.
Marking Band.
They've put on a very nice halftime show here with. There's a good close-up look of some of the band members. The crowd gives them a rousing applause to show their appreciation for a job well done at halftime.
So with 3 minutes left in the halftime, we've still yet to see either team come back on the field. Marty, before that final drive by Bear River, we were both saying that Placer was the stronger team on the field, but
We have
Bear
some more
River
winning
came back.
tickets to
Certainly did. I was
announce
really
from
surprised.
the
Yeah, with less
Placer
than 4
Football
minutes to play,
Boosters raffle.
they had a reasonably good kickoff return,
$25 gift certificate
but
to
nothing
Islands
special. They
Fine
didn't have any
Burgers
exceptional
and
return,
drinks.
and they just managed to march their way down the field,
058-005
consistently driving the
if
ball,
you have
no
that ticket.
turnovers, no holding
Please
penalties.
No, exactly. That didn't stop this drive, and they're able to take it in. So we'll continue to talk about that and other first half highlights. But before we do that, we'll tell you that the special edition of Placer Football on your NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by
Neighborhood Ace Hardware, locally owned and operated in Auburn for the past 12 years. Your friends at Neighborhood Ace invite you to come in and experience what customer service is really all about. Mike Ryan has assembled a winning team for you, including a couple of your favorite Placer football players, John Slane and Matt Ross. Good for them, working right there at Neighborhood Ace Hardware. They can help you find what you need amongst the thousands of products that Ace has available for you. Come in and talk football. Talk Hillman football and enjoy all the products available at Neighborhood Ace Hardware.
Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota has done it again. Not only are they the 7-time winner of the President's Award for Sales, Service, and Parts, but now they've created the Auburn Collision Center at Nevada Street. This 30,000 square foot collision repair center is a state-of-the-art facility where they can repair any make or model and get you back on the road quickly. Just another example of the customer service at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota.
And by PeakSite.com. Peak Construction specializes in the construction of wireless communications and is happy to bring you Placer Hillman football tonight. Todd Peak hopes you enjoy tonight's telecast and is proud to donate his time as the president of the Placer Junior Hillman organization and wants to congratulate all the players, their parents, the coaches, the team moms and cheerleaders, all on a great season of Junior Hillman football. To get more information on Junior Hillman, visit their website at junior.hillman.com. That's peaksite.com.
And by Dr. Bill Kirby. Dr. Bill Kirby wants to serve you on the Auburn City Council. Bill is a fiscal conservative who has been involved in budget decisions involving millions of dollars. He understands how to make the tough decisions to live within our means. Auburn needs to continue to ensure public safety and maintain public works, improving only as finances allowed. Bill will work to bring more clean, high-paying jobs to our community. And, of course, Dr. Kirby loves to donate his time as the team physician for the Placer Hillmen. More information on Dr. Bill Kirby can be found at kirby4council.com. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight. And be sure to stay tuned after the game when we'll announce the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award presented by CombiTrophyAndAwards.com. Once again, Paul and I will select the most deserving Placer or Bear River player in tonight's contest, and they'll receive a plaque for their performance from CombiTrophyAndAwards.com and also along with Touchdown Productions. Voted one of the best in the Nevada County for 2007. Were you one of the best?
I tried, but
okay. I
don't think anybody ever gave me a plaque. Player of the game tonight, Marty, we'll have to figure that one out as time goes by here, but the Bear River Bruins have come back on the field. We've yet to see the Hillmen. Here they come now.
All right, Gil, let's take it down to you down there on the field, Gil.
Thanks a lot, guys. We're waiting for Dr. Bill Kirby to give us the information on number 8, Jake Lopez, as we saw earlier in the game. Vicious hit on him playing defensive safety. Sent him off to the sidelines where they were taking off his shoulder pads and did a physical inspection on him. Of course, this is a rough sport. No blood, no broken bones, no foul. He was expected to get dressed and get back in there, but He went into the locker room. Dr. Bill Kirby went into the locker room with the team, cannot come back out. We'll try to get a report on that, and when we do, we'll send it right back up to you guys and get it back up to you. Let's
Thanks
get ready
a lot,
for
Gil.
second half action.
All right, we appreciate that update, and we'll look forward to that.
You know, Gil Dominguez is an Iron Man. The only guy in the whole place wearing shorts out there is in the middle of the field.
No, Terry Logue's got shorts on tonight. I just happened to see Terry come across the field. He had some shorts on.
It's my coat is buttoned up, though.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little bit chilly. A little bit of dew will be settling on the top of this field, Marty. But, you know, on that information that Gil was bringing us about Lopez, Dr. Bill Kirby came up and spoke to me just here at halftime while we were watching the band. And he said that Lopez will get taped up and will go back in the ball game, so he'll be back the second half.
Well, that's a tough kid, but, boy, he got bowled over.
That was a big-time hit.
That was the ball carrier was that was White, wasn't it?
I believe it was,
Yeah.
yes.
And Cole White, he's just like just I think you described him as a bull, didn't you?
No, the human bowling
ball. Yeah, he just ran right over the.
You better wrap your arms around
yeah.
White, because you're not going to get him on first tackle unless you get your body in front of him, your face mask in his numbers, and you clutch your arms around him, because first contact, he's going to win that battle most of the time.
Well, Bear River will get the ball here to start this second half. Now, I'm watching down there on the field. That's number 10, Cameron Southworth. He's the kicker. He's a wide receiver. He's only a junior, and he's got a leg. I got underneath that one a little bit, but that still went 50 yards.
You know, rarely do we see a kicker that can put him in the end zone.
Right.
And not only can he put him in the end zone, but, well, they had the confidence to let him try a 49-yard field goal.
You don't see that very often. But that was, he just missed it. It had plenty of leg. He just missed it to the right a little bit. Just didn't get it hook to hook. There's a good shot of the Placer sideline.
And I'll tell you, Marty, of the games we've done this year and last, I can't say that I've anticipated a second half more. This has been fun to watch, and I'm really looking forward to some hard-hitting football here in the second half.
All right, let's go down on the field with Gil and Dr. Kirby.
Yeah.
Gil?
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm down here with Dr. Kirby, and we got a little injury report from the first half.
Right. Jake Lopez dislocated his shoulder, but we got it in fast enough. He's got no laxity. We're going to tape it up. He'll be able to go back in and play. But Jordan Arntz, unfortunately, has a concussion, and I think it's a re-injury, so he's out for the rest of the game.
Now that we saw you take off the shoulder pads on the sidelines, were you able to pop it in when you had his shirt off there?
Well, the first thing we needed to do is make sure he didn't have a fracture, collarbone, something like that, because they can all mimic the same thing and the shoulder can come in. Once we decided that, we realized it was a subluxation. We put him on his abdomen and just pulled it back into place. And if you do it immediately, there's no residual.
You're a wise man.
Well, it went very well. I'm very pleased by that. You know.
All right, well, thank
He's
the
got room,
Placer
Marty.
Hillmen.
He's
Sure
breaking
lucky
away.
to have you.
Well, we're lucky to have them. It's a great game, and it's a good contest.
All right, thanks a lot, Doc.
Thank you.
That
Take
was
care.
David Hitchman.
All right,
we
Dr.
saw
Bill
take
Kirby
that
there
video.
with our injury report for the Placer Hillmen. Rough, tough football game, guys. Let's throw it back to you.
Oh, thanks a lot, Gil. While you were talking, we were talking, and but it was a good run back. Bear River starts in the good field position all the way down into the 47-yard line of Placer. Who was the ball carrier? Was that Hitchman again?
That was Hitchman. A great return. And
Oh, there goes Valero cutting across. He's going to be close to a first down. Looks like Bear River's come out here with a little vengeance, don't you think, Paul?
they certainly are showing some speed, Marty, here. First, we can see Hitchman with a great return. Yeah, you can't let your guard down for 1 second, because the Hillmen will give up the yardage.
Quick handoff over the left side. That is Varney, and he picks up the first down or close to it. Let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
Marty, the ball carrier.
This is one of those games where whoever has the ball last
Yeah.
may win the game.
It looks like the defenses are both struggling trying to stop the offense tonight. So Bear River has it 1st and 10. There's a handoff, trying to sweep to the right. And he makes it. Oh, it looks like no. I thought he was. Thought they already give him a first down, but no. We're
at the 31.
That was second and. No, I don't know. Wait a minute.
It was 1st and 10, Marty, and that was a gain of about 6.5 yards.
I apologize for that. I got.
So through the line now, that's number 21. He's breaking away. Big hole up the middle.
That's Cole White again. I mean, he puts his hand on the back of his blocker and said, "Help me out here, because if you don't throw a block, I'm running over you." My, oh my, did he?
That's great patient running.
Yes.
He waits for his blockers, makes sure that they get their first contact, and then plays off of their block. So
first down.
Bear River is on the drive here. Another first down.
Quick handoff again, skirts to the left side, picks up about 4 yards maybe. Now, he did that all on his own, because once he got by the line of scrimmage, he had no other blockers in front of him. So good holes opening up on both the left and right side of that offensive line by Bear River.
At the 15.
So they're down to the 15-yard line. There's a good shot of the lineman. That is Garrett Davis, number 75. He's over here at the right tackle slot. All right, there's a pitch back to White again, and he's going to be stopped this time for maybe a short gain. That'll bring up third down.
The ball carrier. Tackett made the stop at the 10.
Once again, that was number 21, Cole White. He's having success, and so the coach is calling his number again and again.
Well, he's hard to bring down once he lowers his head. He's just bowling over everybody.
And, you can only use Johnny Jewett and Jason Varney so much.
Yeah.
I mean, White's a nice interchange there.
Pitch back again. That ball's taken. Following his blockers. Continue on. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Bear River. Johnny Jewett scores from about 11 yards out on a fine run over the right side. Big hole opened up in there by Garrett Davis. And Jewett took that hole and went right into the end zone, just about untouched.
So Bear River, after scoring with a decisive drive to end the first half, comes right out, takes the kickoff, and takes it down the field to draw first blood here in the second half.
There's a snap, put down, up, and it looks good, and it is. So Bear River goes up on top by 7, 21-14. So just like that, Paul,
You gotta love it.
oh, this is great football. I mean,
gotta love it.
I mean, a good kickoff return by Hitchman, and then there was no passes thrown in that drive at all. Here's a touchdown, Paul.
And the touchdown is just kind of the crowning glory of this drive, as we see Jewett looking, waiting for his blocker, and then playing right off the blocker.
And that was Matthias that threw that block. Did you see that?
It sure was. It was the quarterback Matthias who broke him loose on a great play. But you see, it was his patience and timing, waiting for that block to be thrown and then playing off his left side. Nicely done. So now we get to give the ball back to Placer. And
see what they do.
We've yet to see the Bear River team stop them.
No, only once on the very first.
I think there's been one punt.
There has been only one punt in the game, and Placer went 3 and out on their first possession after they took the kickoff. Outside of that, it's just been down the field, up the field, down the field, up the field. So let's see what Bear River can do now to stop this hard-charging Placer team. It's going to be a squibber again up the middle. And it's going to be taken in there. That is Schaefer, and he cuts goes down the sideline, goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Wow, Schaefer is quick, isn't he?
Oh, he turned that corner.
He gets those legs curling, and this guy is really a very quick darting back. It's hard for a defensive back to judge that kind of speed. You think you take an angle on him, and then you just misjudge it because of the speed.
Now it's 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line. Let's see if Bear River can stop this hard-charging Placer offense. In motion is Lopez, and so he's back in the game. That goes for about 5 yards. That was Lopez, the ball carrier, so they didn't waste any time getting him taped up and back in the lineup. Tough kid.
They're going to test him out immediately, handing him the football on their first play. Now, that's the first time that the offense has been on the field in a long time.
Right.
They weren't on the field at the end of the first
A fumble. And getting the fumble back is Matt Ross. Defending on the play was number 56 for Bear River. That's Cody O'Brien. Good. Lost about a half a yard on us. It'll be 3rd down and about 7.
So now,
but 3rd and 7 doesn't mean anything to this Placer team. They can pick up big chunks of yardage anytime. Now there's a big rush. Fumble again.
Fumble.
Yeah, it did. Bear River rushed the linebacker that time, Paul.
Yeah, Matt Ross couldn't get that ball from center, though. That was he had trouble, and he fumbled the snap on the last play.
Right.
Not able to really get control of it. And once again, I mean, if you're not getting the snap from center, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. So back to punt is Cameron Southward. And going back to receive for Bear River is Loza. And I think that's Hitchman again. Now let's see what happened. Oh, too many men on the field. Hinman goes off, and he gets a talking to by Zach Logue as he runs by him.
Logue had to take a timeout.
Yeah.
To get his man off the field, so
because you didn't want they couldn't afford the 5-yard penalty to that would move them up within like 4th and a couple.
They probably would have gone for him.
I wouldn't be surprised because they're moving that ball.
But you know the thing that's going to kill them, Marty, first of all, they didn't turn the ball over, but 2 fumbles.
Fumbles, right.
By Matt Ross. And now we'll see something we haven't seen much of this football game, is we'll see a punt. Let's see if Southward is as good on his punts as he is on his field goal tries.
Trying to get Bear River to long count to come offside. They can't do it. There's the snap. Well, it's a high kick, and it's going to be caught in there, trying to turn the corner, and he does a little bit. That is Alex Loza.
Loza taking a chance, Marty.
He did.
He fielding that ball on the bounce.
Yeah, he had no help back there. He was going to let it go, and then it rolled right to him. He picked it up and took it to the outside, got the ball back to about the Bear River 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bear River. And now let's see what Bear River can do after Placer goes 3 and out. Hand off again over the left side, following his block, picks up about 5 yards. That is Valero. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny Jewett. I'm having a hard time distinguishing between 29 and 39.
Jewett working that left side of the line. They're getting 5, 6 yards at a crack, and they got 7 that time.
So 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off again. And he got tripped up as Drew Wilson got pushed back into the play. Bear River guard. He gets pushed back. And that goes for just maybe a yard or 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 3. Good play in there by... I don't have number 65. I don't have his name on my roster. Here's a handoff over the left side, cutting it back into the middle. And that looked like none other than Cole White. He is putting on a one-man show tonight, Paul.
White, the ball carrier.
So far he's been the back to reckon with here in the backfield for Bear River as they get another first down, Marty, and continue this drive. Placer's got to show that they can stop this run.
And there's a pitch back, and they cuts back up the middle, and gang tackle for maybe a yard gain, but he did get up to the. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. His forward motion may have been stopped back. No, they're going to give him up to a couple yards on that carry. When you say that Cole White is back to be reckoned with, and that's what he's doing. He's wrecking the defense when he goes right over him. All right. Back to pass, looking, thrown over into the flat, and that looks like Barbic again.
Garrett Barbic, as I keep saying, the favorite receiver of Tanner Mathias this year. And he was an excellent receiver last year. But you know, he seems to be given enough room where he can get 8 to 10 yards on that out and then get out of bounds.
Well, you know, one of the things too is the running is setting up that once in a while pass play. So 5:41 left, driving on down for about 6 yards as Bear River continues to mull over. That's White again.
They're not giving this Hillman defense any chance to breathe. They've been on the field an awful long time.
Tackle at the 38.
Only 3 plays so far in about what I can figure to be about the last 8 minutes of play. Almost 9 minutes now. This defense is on the field.
There was an illegal procedure, it looks like. The whistle was blown, so that'll take them back 5. Each time Bear River has either had a hold or a illegal procedure to step them off in the middle of a drive, it kind of stops the momentum. And let's see if they can pick this up now. Well, now they make it 2nd down and 9. This is not the spot you want to be in against a defense that's as strong as Placer is. Coming off the field is Mike Ballinger. So coming out to the right is Barbic. Back in the backfield. In motion is White. And now that's got wraparound draw. Going over the left side, going down the sideline. He's got one man to beat, but he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. They had set that up. That was Jason Barney.
And Barney showing what he's got. You know, and not only is he a strong runner and a power runner, but boy, I tell you, you give him some room, and he's got some speed out there. Now watch this. Wraparound draw, very deceptive. Barney holds the ball behind his back.
I know that's
and then finds the side down. Now watch the speed here.
And coming over and making that's Schaefer making that stop. And there goes none other than Cole White again. Oh, my goodness.
You know, I wonder if Barney purposely held that ball behind
Cole
his back.
White
I think that's the way the play is designed. I watched it in practice. And that's what they do.
And so he just kind of waited there. Very deceptively.
Right.
Boy, that
they had set that up really nice, Paul, as they had 2 receivers out in the flat, and they had Cole White coming there, so they were looking at 3 receivers out into the right flat, and so it drew the defense over. Good play design, and then they had that wraparound draw. Now they got another penalty, and they're going to bring it back again.
Oh, this is going to kill them.
Let's see what they're going to call. I know Bear River sideline's not happy.
All the good work by Bear River here, and now it's going to be negated here with this penalty, 15 yards. So it'll be 1st and almost 25.
Now they're going to be forced to put the ball in the air.
Well, with this kind of yardage they're eating up, Marty, maybe they'll keep it on the ground. It's only 1st down, so we'll see.
They do, trying to go over to the left side. Picks up about 3. Clock continues to run, 4:37 left. And it's been Bear River all this 3rd quarter.
You know, we saw this same kind of game plan, if you recall, at the Koufax game, where Bear River held the football endlessly.
Right.
So far, we've seen only 3 plays, like I said, since 4 minutes before the half by the Placer offense.
So 2nd and about a whole bunch. Looking. Fires it. Oh, he hit.
Barbic.
Did he catch it?
He did.
That's Barbic. Oh, boy, that was a cannon shot that Matthias threw on a rope.
Barbic on the reception.
Kept it down low.
Matthias.
And Matthias just uncorked
at the 18.
a bullet there.
A bullet. And you know, he waited
for
he waited for Barbic to clear and then threw the perfect pass right where the defender couldn't get it to the outside. I thought Barbic got out of bounds, but the clock is not stopped.
So coming into the ball game now is Nolan Lewis, where it'll be 3rd down and about 9. Going back, 3 receivers right over the middle. Catching the ball is Johnny Jewett right over the middle in amongst the linebackers, and they got a 1st down.
That'll move the chains for Bear River. Boy, just about the time that penalty took them back, they had a 1st down and almost, 25?
Right.
2 big pass plays, and so Matthias has shown he's got an arm.
There's a handoff over to Cole White, but he ran into a pile of green jerseys as they knocked him down. In on the tackle was Brad Moeller, defensive end.
White carrying.
Kind of led the charge.
Parrish on the tackle along with Slane.
Drew Wilson trying to lead a block.
At the 7.
But it just kind of collapsed all around the ball carrier.
So I believe we got 2nd and goal, Marty. They can't get another 1st down. And the marker is down on the ground, so it is 2nd and goal.
Now they close it up. Now he rolls it out, trying to get to the outside. That is Jewett.
Jewett going over the top, and like an acrobat going up
Jewett, the
high,
ball
being
carrier.
tackled low, getting flipped upside
Tackled by
down.
Blake Schaefer at
And
the
that
1 yard
ball will
line.
be spotted on about the 2-yard line. Boy, Placer just doesn't have a defense for that quick slant over the left or right side.
Maybe we can get a replay of that if we can in that last play. Jewett going upside down. Let's see if they can score here.
And going over the top and into the end zone. Let's see where they give it to him. They do. Touchdown, Bear River. I didn't see who got the ball, but that looked like
Jason
Barney's
Barney,
patented.
1 yard
Yes, it was
for the Bear
that
River
patented
touchdown.
dive over the top. We've seen that several times this year, though the Bear River crowd across the way kind of goes a little bit on the crazy side as they root their team. And now coming in is Varney to do the extra point. Cole White will hold the ball. Look at Cole's jersey. I mean, is it dirty or what? High snap, put down, up, and it's tipped, it looks like, and it's good. Just got over the crossbar. Well, there you go, 28-14, and that took
Van Vossen
those two scores,
with the
ate up
extra point to make the score.
almost 10
Bear
minutes
River 28,
of the third
Placer
quarter,
14.
and Placer had 3 plays,
Had 3 plays, and so
and 2 of them were fumbles.
the best, like I've said before, the best defense is your
Is
offense when you can stay on the field. So we're told by Gil Dominguez, our producer, we got 2 replays here for you. First one, here's is it Jewett?
That's Johnny Jewett.
I watch him go up high, and he's tackled low. This is pretty. Watch
Oh.
this. He tries so hard for that end zone.
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous, but coming up making a good stop on that was Schaefer.
But there's your first one, Johnny Jewett. And now I believe they reward Jewett's effort with a touchdown. Let's see, does he get the touchdown here? Right up on the top.
No, that was 30. That was Jason Varney, 32.
So Bear River getting the job done, as we would say.
Yeah, he went over the top of Mike Gray, and with that big dive. Let's see if they'll squib kick it again.
One thing for sure, this Placer offense is ready to get on the field.
It's going to be a short one, and it's going to be taken and falling down right away. They're going to give him good field position on the 40-yard line. I don't know. Taking that ball was Cody Albright. He's a linebacker. He's a junior, and he pulled the old Paul Brown catch it and fall.
I coached that. I'll tell you what. Listen. If you can just catch the football, you've done your job.
Right, because it's a free ball if it hits the ground. And so coming up and falling down was Albright, and now with 2:02 left to go in this third quarter, Bear River on top by a score of 28-14, and Placer with the ball. And
let me tell you what, this game ain't over
Oh,
yet.
no way.
I'll tell you what,
with
this
these
Placer team is
tough. There's a handoff over the right side, and it's being stopped. The ball carrier was Lopez. And
Jake Lopez,
he
the
gets
ball
back
carrier.
to just past the line of
Cole White
scrimmage
with
on
the
that.
tackle.
You got
At the
Laundry
40.
on the field here, and they're talking to Bear River.
See if they're going to move him back. Might have been a hold. But there was no gain. They may just decline the penalty. Holding. Well, let's see what they do. What's Bear River going to do?
Oh,
Decline?
that's 15 yards. They're going to take it back. They'll give them first down over again, but that's a big chunk of yardage, so they won't give that one up.
Well, the hold I think is only 10, but we'll see how far they mark it off. Yeah, 10 yards.
You're right about that. So it's first down and 20. Puts them way back. So let's see what the Hillmen can come up with to get some of this yardage back.
Now Ross over center. Rolling out, good. Now they get that inside handoff to, I think it was to Lopez, and it didn't go anywhere. Bear River had a hard charge on. They were figuring they were going to go past the ball, and they rushed the linebacker. He was right in the way of Lopez, so that pushes them back. And now it's even farther. They've got second down and about 25.
I don't know what Zach Loeb said to this defense in the locker room, but boy, they're fired up.
So now rolling out is Ross. Big rush. Then he fumbles the ball, and he comes up with it. Nice play in there by, let's see, who was that for Bear River? I think that was number 7 for Bear River.
Chad Quarte. Chad's been in a lot of tackles. He's the defensive end. He stands upright. Let's see if it is number 7 Quarte. But here's Matt Ross.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And Matt Ross is looking, and
he reaches
Quarte
up
works
to,
off of his block, gets
almost
a hand on Ross, and the ball comes out of his hand.
And
Ross is lucky to get that ball back.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. So now it's another law. They've got to come all the way out to the 50-yard line. Now looking. Being rushed, being chased around. Let's see what it's going to do. Running. Now they got linemen downfield, and so they couldn't throw the ball. Good secondary coverage by Bear River.
And a good pass rush is something we haven't seen Bear River do very well in recent games. And earlier in this game, we were noting that they didn't have much of a pass rush going on, but Matt Ross didn't have any time to do anything.
No. And this is the end of the third quarter, and 6 plays run by Placer here in the third quarter. The defense has been on the field. Bear River has scored twice, and I tell you, Bear Rivers. You're right. I don't know what Zach Loeb told his defense at halftime, but he said, if you guys don't. I think what he said, Paul, is you guys want to play next week.
You better
get something done this week.
And you know, they came out with more energy.
I saw it.
It seemed like the Placer Hillmen, their defense is, like we said with Bear River the last quarter, they're just standing around.
I know.
There's no energy. They're not firing out. They're not making their tackles. But you know, it also could very well be that they're just getting tired.
Yeah.
That defense has been on the field so long, they're not getting a breather.
Yeah, they were on the field for 10 minutes.
Oh, and if you figure the last half, they were on the field for the last 4 minutes of the half before that.
Yep.
So that may be a conditioning thing, or maybe just the fact that they're dominating the offensive line.
Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown. Hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are. We're having all kinds of fun tonight, Paul.
You know, we don't get to do football games that are quite this good every week, but it certainly is fun here being at the Placer Stadium and watching these two rivals have a fist fight, Marty.
This is a real Donnybrook tonight, and very well played. A couple of miscues on both offense and defense, but all in all, this is a well-played game, and we're enjoying the heck out of it. So I hope you are too as you watch this game. As kicking deep in his own end zone is Southward. Good kick. It's going to come out to about the 50-yard line, and it's not going to be touched. But that's a good kick from out of there. That was a 50-plus yard kick from Southworth. He's got a good leg, both punting and also with the field goal attempts and kickoff. So and he's only a junior, and he'll be around next year. He's also a wide receiver, but he's really effective as a kicker. Now here, Bear River quickly up to the line of scrimmage with one back in the backfield in motion, and there's a pitch back to Jewett.
He's got room.
He could go. He's on that sideline. He stumbled a little bit. Now he tries to change hands, moves the ball over, and he gets all the way down to the 18-yard line. You see him stumble a little bit when he tried to. I think he's running out of gas, too, all of what he's been doing tonight.
You know, look, he's limping a little bit going back to the huddle, but, you know, he had a wide-open room there, and you're right, he kind of stuttered a little bit, like maybe he I was thinking maybe he pulled a hamstring or something. He's messing with his ankle. Maybe he turned his ankle just a bit because I thought he was almost gone.
Timeout's called, but let's take a look at that replay
here comes
now.
Watch, he's all by himself.
Yeah.
And he's got room right there. Now watch him stutter.
Yeah,
there,
he
right
just
there.
tripped a little bit, and that threw him off. Coming up and saving the touchdown was Gottsmer. He's played a whale of a ball game tonight, but I like to see him change hands like that and get that ball over on the other side so nobody can knock it out. And McNamara came over and put the finishing touch on him. So nice defensive work. What looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Chris Glass on that camera work. Nice job out there. Looks like everybody's on their game tonight.
It is true. And you're right. McNamara stayed with him, finally got the tackle, saved that touchdown.
Now there's a Bear River heads over to the sideline to
talk to
I
the
don't know.
coach.
I don't
there.
know
There's
whether
been a- there's
Savoy came out or not. Let's see.
Savoy is in that
that
huddle,
huddle?
but
Okay.
it was a timeout by the Hillmen.
So a score here by Bear River could, that's three scores down just to tie the game, and so let's see what Bear River can do. They sure haven't. They put on quite a show here, and it's been mostly on the ground, with the exception of just a few passes to Barbic. There's the inside reverse, and and the ball's fumbled, and let's see who got it. They might have been out of bounds, but did they get it? Oh, nice play in there by.
They haven't said who's done it yet, but it looks like no.
Okay,
no,
went
it's
out of bounds.
Yep, sure enough. Before the ball was recovered by the Hillmen, it goes out of bounds. So the
good defensive play by the front four of the Placer Hillmen. They covered that ball. That play takes a long time to develop, and it gives the lineman a lot bigger chance to recover.
And he actually tackled the football.
Oh, right.
They're thinking about turnovers right now. They're thinking about getting some kind of a break, and they're going to tackle that football if at all possible to try to stop this offensive surge by Bear River.
A loss of about 8 yards. Now there's a timeout called. Let's see, the referee maybe delay a game. Called it before the ball was snapped. No, Bear River, I guess, called a timeout. That's their second. Well, they had plenty of time to put in a good play because Coach Savoy was in the huddle with them. They came out and they called that inside handoff.
Reverse, yeah.
But I don't know, that play just takes such a long time to develop.
Well, if there's any penetration by the defensive line, and there was, then that play is going nowhere.
Yeah, right.
And so one player in the backfield will disrupt that whole play. You've got to fool that defense in order to make it work. But I tell you, Coach Savoy is seeing something. For him to take 2 timeouts in a row like this and to bring his players off the field, you've got 10 minutes and 51 seconds left. He knows one more score is going to be the death blow.
Here's some more winning tickets.
He's got a real opportunity
you
here
have
with the
these
ball
tickets,
on about
the
25-yard line.
Right. Collect your
second down and long.
58045.
You'd like to get in the end zone here, certainly, Marty.
Sure.
59027.
Even a field goal could be a big blow.
58979.
So
59062.
Placer Hillman defense has got to step up.
58935.
So here come the Bruins.
We'll have some more called in a moment.
Rolling out, gets a good block, throws it across his body right over the middle. Oh boy, that was a dangerous pass, just a little bit too high, or that's a big gainer.
That was dangerous, like you wouldn't believe, Marty, for you to throw across the field.
And he's got a cramp.
Into the defense like that.
That's Cole White's got a cramp on his leg. So boy, that hurts.
They're out there to stretch him out. Boy, I'll tell you, nothing worse than that. Ever had that happen to you? Right?
Yep, I have. I've had a cramp.
Oh, boy.
Boy, that is just painful.
One thing, though, if you get it stretched out quickly, he can come back and play again.
Get a little. It's not a warm night tonight, and it's cool, so they're probably not drinking as much fluid as they should be. Mm-hmm. And you normally get a cramp on a cold evening. Well, cool. This is not really cold. It's cool tonight. But
other winning ticket numbers 59043.
He's getting a little attention over there. They'll bring up third down.
58008.
Well, I tell you,
59024.
when Matthias rolls out and he uncorks his arm and he fires that ball, it's hard for these receivers to hold on to that ball.
But he's got to be more patient.
And he has to be.
Throw it back into the defense like that. He's cutting his own throat. That's a real low percentage pass. He didn't have a wide open receiver.
No.
He could have just kept going to the sideline and eating that football.
And he could have picked up some yardage. But yeah, that was dangerous when you throw back into the middle of the field when you're running away like that. And Cole White made a valiant effort on it, but it was just a little bit too high and too hard.
Maybe if we're lucky, we have a replay on that. It's hard to say what.
Silver Toyota Camry, 4LT P842.
Well, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown getting a real close-up here, Paul. We've got to be real friendly this evening. Huh?
Silver color with the license plate.
We're really
4LT
enjoying this ball game tonight as
P842.
Bear River is taking it to Placer tonight.
And it's a big ball game, like we talked about in the pregame. The winner of this ball game will really be in the driver's seat for maybe that second spot for the playoffs coming up. It's too early to really predict that, but Placer really needs this win tonight in order to stay in the hunt.
Yeah. And we just got a note from the truck that Colfax is winning big tonight. I can't remember who they're playing, but they are winning big.
They're beating El Dorado tonight. Yep, that's right. So Colfax is very much in the hunt here in the PVL for those top 3 spots that will go to the playoffs. And with Bear River being on top here late in the 4th quarter, they certainly are a contender as well. So we'll bring you up to date if Whitney is winning. Hopefully we'll get those scores for you.
They're working on the field down about the 2-yard line on Cole White, as there he is, as he went up for that. He went up for that high pass from Tanner Mathias, and I don't know. He might have. It looked like a cramp, though, didn't it? I mean, it didn't look like anything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't suspect that.
I don't think he hyperextended anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if they'll get him up quick here and try to get him off the field where they can get some fluids in him. I was going to comment how this game was rolling right along here, and then now we've had a pause.
Now
there you can see the Hillman and Coach Montoya.
I don't think he was. Yeah, I don't think he was hit. He just went up for that pass, went right through his hands, and when he came down, but then he grabbed his calf. So that kind of indicates that it's a hamstring pull. Not a hamstring pull, but a cramp. They're still working on it on the back of his calf. Can't afford to lose Cole White tonight because he's been stalwart out there.
He's been the player of the game so far in my mind.
That same way with me. I've got to.
And we've got to talk about player of the game here. Well, the Combi Trophy player of the game, that we'll choose one of these Bear River players.
Or Placer, whoever is the what we consider the player of the game. Let's see, they're going to get him up gingerly.
You know, his mom was here, like we said, and his mom was showing us her huge curly locks, and now we can see Cole
White,
and
the injured.
He's a tough
player.
kid, but he's look at that jersey. I mean, is it dirty or what?
There's a gladiator for you.
Yeah, he's going to go back, get some fluid. Here, let's take a look at it, Paul.
All right, let's
what
take
happened.
a look. We can see this pass, and we'll see quarterback Mathias rolling out here. Here it is, and there you go. You see Mathias letting the ball go, and like we said, he threw it. Oh, he threw it high. He wasn't as covered as I had thought he was originally, but
no, he was. He was
landed.
open.
Looks like he landed on his leg.
Yeah, that was
badly. It might have been a knee, Marty.
That was Gottsmer landed on the left leg when he came down, and that may have triggered that. Now it's 3rd down and long. Rolling out is Mathias, a big rush. They pick it up, throws into the corners, tip, and it's in his hands. Oh my goodness! Can you believe that? My oh my! That is Nolan Lewis. That ball was tipped by 2 Placer players, and it tipped, and he's standing there
and gets the ball.
And he gets the ball right in his hands and walks into the end zone.
Mom,
oh man!
Mom, look what I found.
Oh, that was 3rd and about 20 yards to go for a 3rd down. All Bear River was trying to do was get it down in the maybe field goal range with 10 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter, and he's standing there, and the ball gets tipped twice into his hand. Wasn't that something?
And you know, Marty, it was a bad pass. He shouldn't. He tried to force that pass in there. There were 2 defenders, and that, like you said, it's a look what I found kind of a pass.
Yep.
Really shouldn't have happened, but maybe we'll get a replay on that.
No.
We'll take a look at it.
No, we didn't have that.
We don't have a replay on that?
No,
okay.
did not get it.
35, Placer, 14.
So, Bear River.
But we saw it, and that was that's the old tip drill that went the wrong way.
So Bear River puts a stranglehold on this game with 10 minutes and 36 seconds left. Now up 35-14 as some of the fans here on the Placer sidelines are actually starting to mill around now. You can see the student body is got nothing left to cheer about. Oh, so we're told now here's after the tip. Now you don't get to see the two players tipping it, but you can see the ball. As we got two guys laying on the ground, Marty, and then all of a sudden the ball is in the hands of the receiver.
And first one over is Barbic, who catches most of the passes, although Nolan's had a good year. But he just, I mean, that ball, you're right, Paul. You made a very good comment that ball he was
covered.
Matthias was trying to thread the needle in there, and that was a dangerous pass. It was tipped by two of the defenders. Just couldn't get, and then standing right there, and Nolan Lewis said, oops, yeah, I caught it. He turns around and just walks into the end zone.
Sometimes a young quarterback, a high school quarterback, will get the idea of what he wants to do and just won't give it up.
You're right.
He wanted to go there with that ball, and he forced it in there.
There's a short kick taken, and that is taken by McNamara coming around oh, nice tackle in there. That was John Talbot.
Number 42, Talbot.
Oh, he
chased him down.
He saved a touchdown right there because that looked like 6 points.
Returning the kickoff for
Talbot
the Hillmen. The tackle
got him by
by
the
John
shoestring.
Talbot.
Just chased him down. He made just a pause to make a cut. Gave Talbot enough time to catch him.
Did you notice that the Bruins left their lanes? They left that. They all came to the inside. Now watch this. That was McNamara. But look, you see any Bruins over here?
Nope.
What happened to the lane? Oh, good pass rush on. Still can't get him. He's rolling out, and Ross gets knocked out of bounds. They had him for about a 10-yard loss.
Boy, I'll tell you, all those Bear River defenders in that backfield quick or what?
They're putting the pass rush on now because they know that in order for them to get back in the game, Placer has got to throw the ball. So now
and throwing the ball is not the strength of this Placer offense.
No, it's ball control, deception.
Pretty close.
Here is now there's a pass, and it's short, underthrown. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10. That ball was intended for southward.
Incomplete. Southward, the intended receiver.
So now we're to 2nd down. The Hillmen pretty much have to score this drive, Marty.
They have to, and it's 3rd and 7, maybe 3rd and 8.
But they've got to keep this thing going. They'll go 4 downs in order to get the first.
Going back now and passing, looking, getting a big rush, and gets sacked from behind for a loss. That was
Ross sacked on the play
Craminer
by Villavicencio.
Got some fresh legs in the game now.
You know, Coach Montoya decided he's going to go for the pass, and he was so effective with those reverse runs and those inside handoffs early in the game. They were getting chunks of yardage.
Right.
I'm not sure why he's not at least given that
a try.
Well,
maybe Bear River figured out what the scheme was and shut it down. That was only their 9th play of the.
That's true.
That's right. And this will be this will be the 11th because they had a kick on the other one. But they've gone 3 and out now. High snap. Almost blocked in there. And then coming up, and the ball gets a Placer bounce, and it'll go on down and roll dead at the 30-yard line. So they've had a total of 12 plays.
This half.
Yep. Oh, well, actually, yeah, you're right, for this half.
So Bear River will come back on their field. I don't see Cole White. I think they're going to keep him off. He's probably still nursing that cramp.
Oh, here comes Bear River. Yeah, pitch back. The ball carrier for Bear River is Parfit.
First time we've seen Chris Parfit tonight.
Yeah, and he picks up about 4 yards. I think Bear River will just now keep the ball on the ground the rest of the way to run that clock because I think Placer only has 1 timeout left.
Well, in my mind, the only way Bear River can lose now is if they beat themselves with turnovers.
Yeah. And they're going to be moving that ball on the ground with the two receivers out to the right. A fumble. And now Matthias picks it up, trying to skirt to the outside, and he's going to get close to the first down. He's going to come up short about 2 yards. But that play had disaster written all over it for these for the Bruins.
Matthias just picked up that fumble on a good bounce right back to him.
And Parrish
looked for a little bit of running room and did what he could. Ended up getting about 4 or 5 yards.
5 yards on it. So Parrish knocks him out of bounds, and now they move the ball into the hash mark, and Matthias comes over, and he's got a play on third down. Let's see what they call. One back in the backfield, and inside handoff over the left side, first down. Hey, that's Cole White again. He's back in the game.
There's our player of the game right there, Cole White.
Number 21. I think it's a foregone conclusion right now. He's put on a heck of a show tonight. He's come back with a bum wheel. He's still kind of limping a little bit on that left leg, but now he goes out. So Cole's mom talked to us before the game, and she's pretty proud, and be even prouder tonight. Handoff over the right side. That doesn't go anywhere. The whole left side of the Placer Hillmen. That was Valero, the ball carrier, but coming up making that tackle, Seth Parrish again. He's played a heck of a defensive game tonight. We've called him almost his number on every tackle.
And we've also seen him carry the ball tonight. Here's the Placer defense, Marty. What do you see here?
Now watch him. He just coming up, and initial contact was Clem. Uh-oh. Now the fumble, and Bear River gets it, picks up, and Matthias is going to get thrown for a big loss.
Matthias carrying.
But tick-tock, the clock keeps moving. Minutes and 44 seconds. It may be a great defensive play by Placer, but it'll be third down now for Bear River and long.
I don't know. They may just keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock running, and then punt. There's a good shot of the offensive line, doing a good job tonight. There's Mashad there, number 53. They don't get much mention. All right, shotgun formation, looking to pass, looking downfield. Barbic over the middle. He's caught it, but he's going to be short of a first down. Right in between two of the linebackers.
They're going to call that incomplete, I believe, Marty.
I thought he caught it.
Yeah, the ball he hit him in the hands, and I think it came out just as he came down, hit the ground.
Oh, okay, because the last time I saw it, he had control of it. But all right, so Bear River will have to punt. It'll be fourth down.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Going back is Dyer, and the other looks like can't tell who that is. Big rush.
Darn near blocked.
Well, there's a fumble. That was Ross. He picks up the ball and was able to save it.
Not before Brad Moeller, the defensive senior, coming in. I mean, he was
Ross
so close to getting a block there. It's hard for me to believe it even went through his hands. But the ball did get away.
So it's now first and 10 for Placer on their own 40-yard line with 5:50 left to go in this ball game. Going back is Ross. He fires out into the flat, but unable to hit his receiver. That
Ross's pass incomplete.
was intended for Southward.
Intended receiver.
And this is out of Placer's game right here.
Yeah,
this
right.
isn't what Ross does well. He's rolling out there trying to make that difficult pass to the sideline. This is not the strength of their game. I don't like this call by Coach Montoya. What do I know? But I'd stick with what was working earlier, and they were getting big chunks of yardage.
Yeah, that deception in that backfield had the Bruins scrambling all over the field and not being able to get them. There's a handoff, and that doesn't go anywhere. being dropped for a loss was Ross.
So maybe Bear River
Ross
made some defensive
dropped
adjustments
for a
there,
loss
Marty,
on the
that's
play by
cutting off
White.
those plays.
And Castor.
Tyler Castor in on that tackle. So it's a struggle right now for coming in is Lopez. But you're right, Paul. They were moving that ball so well on the ground with that misdirection and that ground game, but they're trying to pick up some big yardage, but unable to complete any pass. Not there. Now he's going to get sacked again and brought down for a loss. Well, maybe he got back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down again.
Ross
Boy, they have gone 3 and out on 4 consecutive possessions.
Haven't got anything going since midway through the second quarter.
No, this is just like the game last week that Bear River had with Whitney. It was Bear River the first half, and then they came out in the second half, and they couldn't do anything right. And now Placer comes out the second half and can't get anything going either. Nothing is working. The ball's bouncing in favor of Bear River.
Last chance to take a look at your
it's just a tale of two halves.
It's the Jekyll and Hyde effect. What team's going to come out in the second half?
Well, Bear River came out of that locker room. When they came out of the field, they were fired up. I noticed that when they came out.
Absolutely.
Started that second half.
I couldn't agree with you more. And they were the faster team on the field. They were firing out, and they were motivated. Perhaps Placer went in with a little bit of a feeling of confidence, maybe a little overconfidence when they went in at halftime.
But the thing is, Bear River came in at the last 5 minutes of that second quarter and drove down the field to tie the score. Maybe that put the momentum back into that took the momentum away from Placer
and took the wind out of the sails of the Placer Hillmen.
Right.
Yeah, because you're right, they did march right down the field there at the end of the second half after Placer had manhandled the Bear River defense early.
Right.
And Bear River said, well, I'm going to see nothing of this. We're going to march right down. We're going to go in the halftime tied up at 14-14, and since then it's been nothing but Bear River.
And I didn't expect this on the second half. I thought it was going to be a more competitive ball game, just like that first half. That first half was probably one of the best first halves we've seen all year as far as competitiveness. Going back on 4th down, looking. He's got 4 men in the pattern. He's going to. And he dodges away, still on his feet, throws. He's got a man, but he might have had
Ross's pass
incomplete. That was intended for Southworth. He tried to come back and save, but even that wouldn't have got him the first down.
And that was the act of a desperate quarterback trying to make something happen on 4th down, Marty. It's Matt Ross is with all the gifts that he's got, both with arms and feet. He couldn't find anybody to throw to, and he couldn't get away from the defenders to get anything done. So Placer will turn it over on downs, and Bear River, with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left, basically has to just finish this one out.
Okay, there's a handoff over the right side to Parfait, and he picks up a couple, but the clock now continues to run. It's just going below 4 minutes, and so Bear River can control the line of scrimmage and control the clock. They can pretty much put this football game in the win column, and this just about if those wins don't come back for Placer because of that issue that they had this week, then the infraction, then this could be their season right here. Quick handoff. Whoa, he got hammered right away. Coming up and making that stop for Placer was Seth Parrish. There is our alternate player of the game today.
I agree.
I mean, he has played a whale of a ball game on defense. He's been in on every tackle.
He's playing linebacker, and he's also playing running back, Marty. He's the strongest player right now on that Placer team.
Watch this tackle.
Now watch. He comes right up the middle and bang.
Oh, man. Good defensive play in there by Seth Parrish. Been calling his name all night long. And this game wasn't such a blowout. He would definitely be our player of the game. All right, around the right side, he's got room, and he might come up short of the first down. Yeah, both Paul and I agree that Cole White of Bear River, number 21.
Parrish and Jake Smith on the
WHITE, Cole White is our player of the game for the Comby Trophy and Awards plaque.
And I was talking to Regina at Comby Trophy just yesterday, as a matter of fact, and she said that the awards are absolutely beautiful. They're putting together a very nice plaque that the boys can hang on their wall, and they'll probably brag to their grandchildren about them.
All right, there in infraction, that'll be a delayed count by Matthias, and jumping offside was the front line of the Placer Hillmen, and that'll give them 5 yards and a first down when they were going for it on 4th down. So that just about seals it right there with 2:07. Not much they can do, trailing by 3 scores. 35-14. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thanks for joining us tonight. You've watched a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, the fans certainly got their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, they did. And there's that sweep again. Trying to turn the corner and unable to keep it in inbounds, but that is Parfit.
Clem and Parrish made the
Parrish
tackle.
again in on the tackle.
21.
They're going to Parfit here late in the game, Marty. He's the last back with some fresh legs.
Mm-hmm.
And Parfit's a very effective back. He was the starter last year, if you recall.
Right.
But now that Varney and Jewett have come on and have such a strong tandem, and Cole White now.
Right, exactly.
You know, team with depth go deep into the playoffs. Now, I think so far, let's talk about the PVL as we see Bear River coming to center.
There's a handoff. That is Saradet, the ball carrier. That's the first time he's in tonight, the senior, 5'7", 149.
On the tackle,
so speaking about
Slade.
the PVL, Marty, we've seen all
At
the
the
teams
20.
play now. Koufax, Placer, Bear River, and of course Whitney. You have to say that the Whitney team is the better team that we've seen so far.
Right.
And second to Bear River, you'd have to say Bear River. Now, Bear River played Whitney heads up for a half of football, and then were taken down in the second half. I think on a very good night, Bear River would give them a battle, but overall Whitney has been the stronger and the team with the most depth that we've seen so far.
Exactly. And taking a knee is Matthias, and let the clock run down, and that should do it. As the clock continues to count down, 20 seconds, and coming out, and Matthias wants to shake hands with a couple of the Placer players, and they want no part of it. They said, we'll see you next year, or we'll see you on the basketball court and the baseball diamond there. So all in all, they'll come out and form a single line and shake hands now, but there's your winner, Bear River. They take a look at the squad as they come out. Our final score here tonight, 35 to 14. It was all Bear River, in the second half, where I think that counted up, I think it was 12. They had the ball. They had it 4 times, so they had 16 plays in the total second half.
Don't forget to follow the Hillmen on the road.
I mean, that
tells the story right there,
there,
Marty.
yeah.
Yep, sure does.
21 points in that second half.
And like you said, they came out after halftime. They were a little bit flat. The defense wasn't firing out. Bear River decided to take control of the ball game, and that's why it resulted in a win for Bear River here, like you say.
Well, Bear River can go away into practice next week. I think they play a Mesa Verde, and so they've played 2 tough teams now in the league. 3 now. They've gone through Koufax, Whitney, and now Placer, who are the mainstays. And with the exception of that Whitney second half, they've been in every ball game, and they come away with 2 victories and a 2-1 record in league play. So Bear River's kind of happy right now, but there's Placer. They'll sing their alma mater, and they're a little unhappy tonight but it was a very exciting first half, Paul.
It certainly was, and it was like you said, it was a coin flip coming out at halftime. We were very excited about it. I'm really surprised that was this.
There's the alma mater for Placer. Tradition here. Well, all right, we'd like to tell you that the special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week for Placer football was
Ladies and gentlemen, on
being
behalf of
underwritten this
Placer High
evening
School,
by
thanks for your patronage.
Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers, their goal is simple: provide customer service and can be a contributor to the community. That's Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center since 1921, and now they have 2 locations to serve you in Colfax and their new store in Grass Valley.
And by Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one. That's why he supports NU Miners and the Bear River Bruins.
Soft Answers. Dallas Wivholm is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consulting. And Debbie and Dallas love to watch their son John play for the Miners.
And by Seifert Physical Therapy. John Seifert is an expert in manual therapy, and he also supports the Bear River Bruins football program.
Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum OD. Doctors Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon, along with Stephanie Kirschbaum, operate one of the most progressive optometrist offices in the county, protecting your most precious gift of sight.
And by Extremely Green. Christine and Mike Hoxie have opened their first all-green, earth-friendly gifts and goods store in Grass Valley, offering products for earth-friendly living.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. It's time to pimp your ride and make your truck look good with the help of Chuck Cavros and all of the guys at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, proud supporters of Foothill Sports.
And by Neighborhood Ace Hardware. You've always been close by as your Neighborhood Ace Hardware. Located right off Highway 49 at Luther Road, Mike Ryan loves to root for his wrecking crew, John Sleen and Matt Ross, and the Hillman players.
Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. David Harrison is delighted to be the president of the Placer Football Boosters Club.
And by PeakSite.com, Todd Peak enjoys watching the Hillmen and hopes you enjoyed tonight's telecast. As president of the Placer Junior Hillman organization, Peak Site.
And by Dr. Bill Kirby. Dr. Bill Kirby wants to serve you on the Auburn City Council. And Dr. Kirby loves to donate his time on the sidelines for every Placer Hillman football game. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay tuned next time and join Gil Dominguez and Rick Caravelli at Macquarie Gymnasium on the campus of Bear River High School as the Lady Bruins take on the Colfax Lady Falcons in PVL volleyball action. The season is winding down, and the Bruins need a victory to stay in the hunt for the playoffs. It's the Lady Bruins versus the Lady Falcons in PVL volleyball. Just another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. Well, exciting ball game tonight as the fans file out of the stadium. Bear River out in the middle of the field as they discuss their accomplishments for tonight's game. I think it was a well-played game by both teams. Bear River, it seemed like they wanted it just a little bit more when they came out at halftime, Paul, with the final score being 35-14. We might want to say that the Placer junior varsity beat Bear River tonight, junior varsity, by a score of 28-12. So, well, it was a 50-50 split tonight, and Bear River's in a good spot for the playoff run.
They certainly are.
All right, the executive producer and director for tonight's game was Gilbert M. Dominguez.
Thank you, Gil. Titles and replays by Brendan Duckett.
Your announcers for tonight's game, Paul Brown, along with Marty Mortensen.
And Chris Glass, Maverick King, Nicole Kishman, and Morgan Whitmore are your cameras.
Office manager, Lynn Dominguez. Technical engineer, Paul Mikowski. And remote facilities provided by the Commander 2 tonight, as always. Commander 2 Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Game of the Week award, Combi Trophy and Awards, Cole White tonight. Touchdown Sportswear, DK and Stitches, kept us warm tonight. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graciano, LLP. And we sure love to hear from you at Touchdown Productions. Give us a call at 274-2206. And for Paul Brown, this is Marty Mortensen along with Gil Dominguez saying thank you for joining us on this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week featuring Placer and Bear River. And for all of the Touchdown Production Sports team, we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.